They have a huge amount of hit stun, just a block stun, and everyone else got hit by a lot of raw 4-3s this entire set so far.
Oh, the nice punish with the trait bat. One more small combo, even a throw could close this out for Blake. Vidal has got so many throws. That's probably 7 or 8 at this point, just in these 2.5, 3 games.
It's been opening up Blake a lot with staggers, with throws, trying to keep him honest in some situations, and that's another Brett Savage down too.
Guy in a suit who's winning.
I have to say, the Green Lanterns we usually see, they're rocking another color. It's usually not green. I really like the green and the gear he's got on this Green Lantern. Oh, the tricky stuff. Okay. Oh, I missed. I looked like maybe going for a down 1 lift to close that out.
Ooh, gets the cross up
the 4-3 cross up. That's so dirty. Blake, stop.
And Blake has done 2 4-2-3s and hasn't checked with a parry afterwards, and Everdoll's actually swung twice after. That's something that you might want to keep a mental note of moving forward. Oh, another throw. Dropping the bars all over Blake this set so far. And another back two. The neutral paying off for him.
Blake's sitting on all 4 bars right now. He's got a trait bat out, but not anymore. Got hit. Good push block.
Wake up slide. Very raw for Jacob Blake, but sometimes you have to let your opponent know that that is an option, and you have to let them pay attention and respect it. Ooh, trying to catch him out of the skies. Still has that trait, falls on the jump in, and still disrespects it. There's Everdoll with that down 1, and getting a roundhouse in the neutral, and then a raw grapple. Blake, calm down.
This could close. Oh, and he tried to air tech. Oh, and a punish.
Give up, pal. I'm keeping up.
Blake really wants this health lead. Almost back to a full 1,000 of health. Vidal sitting on 38 points. And that's going to close it out there.
Blake now up 2-1. He's adjusting really well, and he has turned up the offense just a little bit. That was something I said coming in this match, is that Blake was always known for being a really defensive Batman in 1. But this game definitely favors offense, especially since he's a gadget character on some of these stages. He can get really nasty, and this might actually be a really good pick from Air, depending on how well he knows Canary, because this could just be Mix City. Batman only has that slide as a wake up, and if you block it, I mean, just you can back 3. Do whatever you want, really.
Okay, we're starting it off with a sweep.
Was that a raw back 3 it looked like there?
Yeah, no meter burnt at all, yeah. It was just raw.
I've seen a lot of things raw in this matchup, and I don't know, guys. We're not. That's 3 back 1s in a row. Blake, calm down. Connecting with the back 3. He's going to keep standing for some mix. Oh, it comes off the bar. Going for some huge damage to mix again, and catches him with the low, and he's just throwing some mind games right now.
No. This could close it out, actually, if he... Oh, almost.
Doing the splits in the air. One hit just took the entirety of Jacob Blake's health bar to get us started here. Oh,
Canary is not a character that you can play defense for too long. You've got to get something started and shut her down, because she gets going.
That was a beautiful little down 2 conversion there from Blake on the trade to get a stand 1 and then the back 2-3. And oh no, catching the startup!
Oh my God.
Oh, is he gonna put him in the mix and using the hit stun coming in anyway? And coming with the overhead, Blake doesn't know what to do here.
Very late clash. But he's got plenty of meter. Get probably about 450.
Oh, this is so scary. Blake has to mount a huge comeback right now. And the way that he's been playing, he hasn't gone for the huge damage. He hasn't gone for the hit stun mix-ups using jump 2. He hasn't gone for any of that. He's just opted to play this neutral spacing oriented game, which is it's good with Batman, but might not be the optimal way to play him. He's really built for extreme pressure and offensive capabilities.
Yeah, as we see from the likes of Forever King or a SylverRye. Oh, no punish! got the up grapple while she's down on the ground. Oh, and here we go. We're tied up 2-2. We're going to a game 5, first game. Really?
Game 5 to start us out. This is so rare here on War of the Gods. And we get to see some Canary already. There was a long stretch of weeks here in War of the Gods where it was a lot of the same characters week in and week out. And Canary's one of those rare ones for us.
Yeah, she got some good help in the last patch. One thing I did see in the chat when this thing started, don't forget there is competitive Koth now, so if before the next match starts.
Yes.
We don't have to do all that.
Thank you to Dragon actually blew me up for that one pretty early on.
I couldn't remember who said it. I did see it in the chat, but it's all good. Here we go. Game 5, Canary versus Batman. Jago Blake. Oh my god, it gets caught. That thing is so tricky sometimes. You can try and anti-air it, but if you're too late, she is going to grab you. And if she's got the bar, she's going to burn it. And all these sweeps.
He is just conditioning with lows, and don't be surprised if he comes with an overhead out of nowhere. Very good patient play. Oh, these sweeps. And trying to stagger it again off that knee. He's been mixing it up very well early on. And these sweeps,
my goodness.
Max distance sweep right there from Canary. Low profiling. Very similar to kind of a Wonder Woman's from Injustice 1. That doesn't have any way to extend that. Didn't want to. He's just going to opt out to mix it out here. And Blake has just eaten almost every mix-up that air is thrown at him with Black Canary. Might be a lack of matchup knowledge.
Yeah, I'm not sure if, Blake played the beta. A lot of us got a taste of Canary. Even though she got some changes before the main game came out, but Blake just looking to want to stay as far away as he can from her. But he's got to catch up a little bit here.
And even here, this is a situation where you have to be careful with your zoning because you're down on health, and the normal way to make up for that is to get offensive and try to open up your opponent. But he's just opted to sit back, relax, and enjoy the view from here. Oh, finally gets to open up though. It doesn't get to conversion. Oh no, that is huge. He doesn't get the corner position. Now he has to eat the mix, but an accidental corpse up from Ervidal puts himself in the corner, and now the turnaround from Blake.
This is looks like this is what Blake's been waiting for, but the Canary Cry full screen. Gonna just do the remainder of that damage. But Blake playing so patient despite his health deficit.
And look at how much patience.
Burger rings.
You have your trade up. You can go at any time and canceling the 4-3. That's okay. Opening him up with that back one. And that's a little bit of a visual mind game. It's a little bit easier to react to offline where people hold back threes and then try to come in with lows. A little mind game. But there are a lot of frames on those cancel. It's pretty reactable to. I believe I once heard a Street Fighter say that around 17, 18, 19 frames is humanly reactable.
Oh, and no punish by Blake right there with that kick. The little axe kick she does so punishable on block.
Blake doing some weird stuff with Batman, throwing out traits, holding back threes, not actually following them in. Oh no, it looks like he pressed the button and it got him! And that is pretty much the final nail in the coffin for Blake, unless he gets something here in the raw grapple.
Wait a minute.
After this, first round's on me.
Push yourself harder.
Is he going to do the damage?
Not the circus. Jago Blake not going to let you do those little cartwheels back and forth, back and forth. Blake has got to find something, though. He's almost got 2 bars. He's got to get on her now. She does have a full trait. And so much respect between these two. Maybe. Oh, and there it is. No.
Should I dial it back?
Don't you dare.
That was a scary situation. Either you hold on those 2 bars and wait for him to do the full combo, and hope they does a back 3. That way you can flip out. Or there's so many different things they could have done there, but Ervidal actually opted not to go for the back 3, keep him grounded, force the wager, and make him come off the bar that way. So there was a couple different things that he could have done there, and I like that he just picked one and committed to it. Blake got a little bit of life with that raw grapple. We'll see what happens here. It catches him out of the air with the flip, doing some chip with that scream.
Blake has got to get on him now. He has got to do something now. Oh my God. He actually caught him with the meter burn grapple right in his face. Blake has got to go on offense. He has got to bring it. Oh my God.
Scary situation.
Blake, if
30.
she gets that scream, it is going to chip. You've got to go in now.
And there it is. He had an opportunity, but Everdahl slipping out of Jago Blake's hands there at the end of the match and taking it with Black Canary 3-2 in his favor with the comeback.
Yeah, that was a very, I didn't look at the timer, but that last game 5 right there, Jesus, that felt like it took about as long as the first 4 matches. But wow, Everdahl pulls it out, brings the Canary, the first Canary super we've seen here on War of the Gods. So shout outs to him. He's moving on. I'm not sure who he's going to face. Up next, as we mentioned, for anybody coming in now, we have Handy Savage versus DSB Basics. Coming up next, we do have a little special thing coming up, match number 4, which is a little bit away from us, but we're going to see some Swamp Thing, I'm pretty sure. So keep your eyes peeled for that.
I have been promised, I've been guaranteed by this individual that he will play Swamp Thing this week in War of the Gods. Now, he's also told me that before. So, is Crazy Fingers going to actually play Swamp Thing here in War of the Gods?
Okay, here's the thing. So Friday night, there's some community events. This one, the Fight Club Weekly, hosted by one of our FGC friends, Agent, who I think is from up near your neck of the woods.
Yes, he was actually over my neck of the woods in Virginia.
Yeah. So he hosts a little online shindig every now and then. A lot of people sign up. Crazy Fingers actually made 5th with Swamp Thing. He did pick Deadshot one time and then wound up going back to Swamp Thing. But playing pretty well, at least as of 2 days ago. So
and congratulations to him on that Fight Club Weekly 5th place. But going back to before even Injustice 2 came out, Echo knows as well as I do. As well as I do.
Yeah.
That this man's Twitter timeline was full of Swamp Thing for a good 5 months before the game came out. Nothing but Swamp Thing. Nothing.
Absolutely.
But that character. Fully committed. And let this be a lesson to all of you. Don't commit to a character before you get your hands on him. Week 1 of War of the Gods. Crazy Fingers comes up. Swamp Thing. Dark Side. What?
Yep. Dark Side and I mean a couple different characters, all the DLC characters at one point, a little bit of Red Hood for a while. Sometimes you just gotta play a character and just figure out what you think of him. Because a lot of people were saying Swamp Thing is so bad and he's just so bad, he's so bad. But a lot of these characters so new. When this game came out, majority of the top 5, top 10 characters were returning characters, mostly because everybody knew kind of, from 2 years of playing Injustice 1 already, they kind of knew how those characters were supposed to work. We're still figuring stuff out with characters, and we see it like, Captain Cold with Sonic, or, Red Hood, or even Darkseid. I mean, Darkseid for a while was not really talked about, and then we saw Sonic play Darkseid for a while, and then stuff started developing, and then now, I know Nyx was playing him way before, Sonic brought out that character, and Nyx just won Hometown Heroes, got herself into E-League.
Yeah,
phenomenal Darkseid.
Huge congratulations. He played out of his mind that entire tournament, and we get to see it every single week. Or when he decides to show up at Next Level Battle Circuit, he plays really well there, and he has been since the beginning of Injustice 2. And we're waiting.
Are we getting these two in here?
We're waiting on Handy Savage. He may not be here. I'll let you guys know here in a second if he shows up or not. Match number 5 might be a crowd favorite of the night, guys. Match number 5.
Oh no. No, this early, really?
This might be a crowd favorite. Everyone in that chat, we're going to have Flappy Sammy Hammy versus Buffalo.
This early, man. Come on.
Hey,
I'm excited to see it anyway.
I hope you guys are ready for that. And we're actually going to move on to match number 3, which is going to be Tsunami V versus Nightwing 52.
Yeah, we'll see. Maybe Nightwing 52 playing some Robin, maybe. Hopefully, I don't know. You can't always go by their names, but I'm hoping so.
Everyone in the chat now seeing who I said, and their reaction's priceless. It is happening, guys.
I'm kind of lost. I'm lost in the shuffle, but yeah. Yeah, you said Tsunami plays who?
The Flash.
Oh yeah, the Flash. That's right. Yeah. How could I forget?
With a killer clown as his profile picture. This man celebrating the release of it this week. That was. I'm on to you, guy.
Have you seen it yet? By the way,
it was great. It was fantastic.
I've heard really good stuff about it. We need to go see it down here. By the way, I think Star Charger took Mid-South Championships, which is happening. Well, it's already passed now, but it was happening just a couple hours ago. Really interesting top 8 down there. Star Charger had a couple CK guys in the mix. Burritos down there showing the green arrow.
Whoa. Did you just say mix on an NRS stream? You need to calm down.
Oh, yeah, man.
You need to calm straight down.
There was 4 of them down there. 4 of them in top 8. They were 50% of the top 8. Can you believe it? It's actually a 50-50. Yeah, so that was I got to watch it up until we started preparing for this thing. Really interesting top 8, but Star Charger able to run off with it. We had Ominous down in that top 8. I didn't mention him. Just really good stuff. Really good small tournament down there.
Yeah, congratulations to everyone that went out there, and guys traveling to these small tournaments. I mean, nothing but a tip of the hat to you guys for doing that, and that being run by Vandy, one of the big NRS guys.
Absolutely.
Behind the scenes, that's always been supportive of our scene. So it's really good that we showed him some love. Tsunami V coming off a fantastic performance. Look at that helmet! I have never seen those wings on a Flash's helmet. This man is styling and profiling Nightwing, coming in with, of course, Red Hood. I mean, that's almost as close as you can get. Right there.
Yeah. I'm excited for this one because I'm pretty sure, for sure we don't ever really see Red Hood. But the Flash too, with those, you can just look how big those wings are on the side of his head, like you were mentioning. But we're getting damage early here with the trait active. And I really want to see a Flash in these tournaments do those awkward restands that he has. He has some dirty stuff that people are still trying to figure out.
It's very similar to Injustice 1, where his tool set is just so unique, and you can find ways to do different combos, you can find different things, and even at 1 it took a lot of time to develop a lot of the dirt that Flash had, and it's really hard to. They've tried to tone him down as much as they can, but the tool set's there, and with that trait, anything is possible.
Oh my God! All of this mix, but gets caught by Red Hood's overhead. That is the second hit of that string. But he throws him back towards the corner. Nightwing on his heels here.
Ooh, good block up until the final bullet. Tsunami's had a lot of meter in this match. Every time that Nightwing's going to open him up, he's going to be able to air escape. He's going to get some decent damage here. Okay, drops the late jump 3, though. Goes right into the trade off of a block. That one is a savage right now.
You know what? If I'm Nightwing right now, I'm doing forward lunge all day. Meter burn. That forward lunge is so ridiculous. But Tsunami able to close out that first game of 1-0. Man, some intense mix right there. A lot of just, Tsunami, very interesting player out there because he was just doing like forward 2, even if it hit, it was kind of a stagger. And
yes.
The more Flash mixes you, man, the more scared you get. And there's so many little mind games because he can do the kick, which takes away a gap. But if he does something like, down 1-2 Sonic Pound or something, you can actually interrupt that. But if you go to interrupt and he gets you with that kick, it's just so much damage. So we'll see what happens here.
And
a raw forward 3.
Nightwing was able to open them up a few times. Tsunami had the meter to just get out of there. And outside of that, both of these characters are going to be looking for the corner games. Both of them. That headbutt hitting behind the hitbox and him going behind. I saw what was happening as it happened. That was a very cheeky setup there from Tsunami. I have never seen a Flash player use the headbutt there to actually get behind and corpse hop off of the hit. That was beautiful.
It's so scary, but let's not forget to mention here, Tsunami has still not been touched. This could be a double flawless, working on these back 3s. all that damage. 400 and a
no!
crop flip. Oh! Jesus Christ. Okay, now we're getting some hard to blockable setups here, but the invincible wake up.
Yeah, Nightwing actually didn't have the meter to extend that combo. The air dagger can actually extend the combo if it's meter burn, but didn't have the meter there, got the regular one. And Tsunami is just mixing this man to death right now. And even on the last setup, the forward walk into the late jump one, actually crossing him up. And Nightwing is just too much of a deficit to try to mount this big of a comeback. He has to take, not only take this 3,
Woo!
but now he's take the entire health bar and have to worry about all of this meter. He has multiple air escapes. He has super. And
Oh no! That's yeah. God, Jesus.
Yeah,
He
that
just like
there was probably a good extra like 100 frames there since he activated trait, and that was a slowdown. He had all day to pop that super. That was beautiful setup there in reaction by Tsunami. Full screen 2-0 and very fast against Nightwing 52, who's just trying to find his footing in this match. Tsunami's not giving him an inch to play with.
See, that's kind of the thing, right? Because you know, the Flash plays so fast, and he can take so much health so quick. You have to come into this thing like with a game plan already intact. Because if you're trying to kind of figure it out, you know, as you go, man, it's going to be a nightmare.
Yeah, you get open up one time, and you're talking about potentially being down 1-0. And then you still have to make adjustments because you can't adjust to just getting hit. You know,
Right.
It's really hard to adjust to getting mixed.
Exactly, yeah. He's just not giving him any time to kind of find his groove, figure out what he wants to do here, the spacing, everything. He's just got to fight back here. And the forward lunge, we all love it. We all love to hate it. And a block, okay, and caught him with the low. And now
Alright.
Nightwing kind of playing at his pace now.
This is the way that I kind of expect the matchup to go, where Nightwing, or sorry, I say Nightwing, but Red Hood he has really good keep away tools, throwing down that mine, throwing out those daggers. He has an aerial one, he has an upward shot one, and then his corner game, one of the best in the biz, alongside the man on the other side of the screen, the Flash, and that is going to close out the health bar, and that is a huge comeback from Tsunami, trying to close out this match 3-0.
Don't blink.
Oh, wasn't able to get in time to whiff punish that parry. And a good check with down 1-2. And now Flash has super at his disposal. This is, even characters with really fast recovering projectiles have to be really careful throwing a projectile against Flash's super, because that thing comes so quick. I would actually like to know, like you mentioned, Flash would trade up. Oh no, now we're getting some damage. I'll go back to that in a second. One more combo, and that is all Tsunami needs to move on. Nightwing fighting back, burns the bar. And this could be everything. What is it? Very nice check by Nightwing, not scared of it.
Ooh, and facing through the mines. And he almost has super, which, you know, once he has super, that's a reactionary kill right there. Building the meter, putting out. Oh my gosh, that actually combo to go to the super! We all just got swagged on by Tsunami VS. He wins 3-0 over Nightwing 52.
Congrats to him moving forward. Nightwing going down into the loser's bracket. Don't forget, this is double elimination. I know it's been a little bit since we've been here, but whew, man, that was impressive play. I didn't get to finish my thought. I would actually like to know if Flash is traded up and he does super, how many frames actually pass before he reaches you with his super during trade? Like, how many animation frames does a character actually get to move? It's got to be. I'm betting double or single digits at least.
It's 0.3 frames.
Okay, yeah, that sucks. So don't move if Flash.
I actually don't know that. Don't try to do the math on me there. Okay,
we'll take it.
I just say that because the Speed Force is dumb.
Oh, it absolutely is. But it's stupid fun to watch, I will say.
Yes.
Tsunami, you know, that was some cool stuff. We see, you know, HoneyBee, Magician, Tsunami, all the other Flash players. But they all have their own swag, their own kind of stuff. It's really cool to see, man. You don't see Flash enough. As crazy as he can be, you just don't see him enough. And Zyfox, can't forget Zyfox. Whew, okay. So we're getting into the Sea King versus Crazy Fingers now?
Can we forget Zyfox? I'm just kidding, guys.
Oh, come on.
Love me some Flash players. You know what? They're a particularly nice group of people for the association that they have with the character that they play, which are absolute scumbags. So shouts to them for being really, really good guys. All of them, pretty much. And coming up next, hopefully, Swamp Thing. He's back, guys.
I believe it's true. Yeah, the only reason I see Crazy Fingers switching is if okay. Do I want to? Okay, I'll just say this before. Who cares? If Sea King goes dead shot, I really feel like Crazy Fingers will try and at least play one match with Swamp Thing. Maybe even two. But he does have, a dead shot. He's got a red hood. He's got a dark side. So if he finds himself in a bind, I think he'll switch. But I think we're going to get the Swamp Thing. I believe.
And
hopefully Sea King shows up.
Is anyone going to pick Starfire this week?
Man, we only saw her once. What, Semiij picked her, right?
Yeah.
And that was in one game.
In Grand Finals for one game. Guys, I want to see some Starfire. I want to see Starfire after the changes, because before the changes, I was okay with not seeing her. If I'm being completely honest.
She a lot of controversy behind her even before this last patch we got, because she was pretty freaking ridiculous, and she did get some changes, but not a lot of people happy with it because she's not even legal yet. But we'll see. I don't know because I don't play that character. I only knew the stuff that I would play against, and I don't know. She's normalized now a little bit, but she was freaking ridiculous.
If I get to be honest with the scene right now, I think that NRS might have been trying to cover themselves just in case someone came. Someone came out of nowhere and just absolutely thrashed everyone with Starfire at either IPS Finals or E-League.
Mm-hmm.
So I think it was a smart move just in case she was a little too much. But a lot of top guys said that she was great, but it had her weaknesses, just like everyone else that has come out. So we'll see what happens after the changes, now that she's becoming legal, and see what everyone does with her.
Yeah, I can agree with that. I don't know, because she's only been out for a couple weeks, so it's hard to really tell. But it was really hard to get a beat on her because she doesn't really have exposable gaps. She's got really good full screen presence. Her trait is pretty much anything.
Yeah,
anything and everything. Anti-airs, it does some good chip. It's plus. It's just freaking ridiculous. So it is what it is.
Yeah, she had some really high damage meterlessly, which I think that's one of the biggest things that people saw and were like, whoa. She hurts off every single touch. She has she's very interesting pressure. Doesn't have a lot of mix, but forces so many mistakes with how annoying her zoning can be, and the mistakes being made, and the fact that she hits like a hammer for no bar, anywhere on the screen. I think that's what complemented her zoning maybe a little too well. But like I said, we haven't seen her at the highest level yet. So,
well, okay, let's get into this then before these guys get in here. So, Black Manta coming up. Tuesday? How you feeling, Mr. Aquaman? Because you've been telling everybody, including me, including everybody in the chat, everybody that watches, that you've been waiting on this character. So what's up? Are you coming out of retirement?
I've been waiting on Black Manta to be in a fighting game since I came out the womb.
Oh man, back in the 60s and 70s.
Yes, back in the 60s, where I was molded in the mud pits of the Grateful Dead concerts, and then found myself on multiple television shows.
Yeah, you were a star before stardom was even a thing, man.
Yep,
that's impressive.
Have you guys seen Deliverance?
Oh, we're going back there.
That was me. Did you watch Magnum PI? I was there.
Man, so tell us, like, what's up? You coming out of retirement now? Are we going to see Mr. Aquaman
I'm going to put as much time as I can into the game and that character because I just love the character so much. And I really hope to run into a lot of you. Oh, I accidentally went into a match. Whoops. My bad, guys. I actually am in a King of the Hill with a lot of community members. What's up, Deity? I'm gonna leave this King of the Hill real quick. My bad, guys.
Man, come on. This man Aquaman totally forgot that ranked is now first to 3, and he was trying to run some quests, and then ran into somebody.
I'm trying to practice up, man. I'm trying to practice up. All right, we're gonna be moving on to Buffalo versus Flappy Sammy Hammy.
Okay, that's weird. So I guess both of them weren't here. That's too bad. Well, I'm sure we'll see Crazy Fingers further down the line, so long as he doesn't get bopped. I'm not sure who he's going on to face now, but these pulls, by the way, were pretty crazy. I would like to see or look back at some of these because I want to see actually who showed up tonight. Who's here with us?
I heard that some of the OD boys got their registration in late, so I hope that they have power to actually play. But guys,
I heard Atai went and found a generator for all the OD guys. They're all in the same place.
Wow, those guys!
So they're powered up, baby.
If you guys don't know, those group of guys are like they're some of my favorite guys in the entire NRS scene because they really do just stick together. And their definition of what a scene kind of should look like, because they were never they still have what a lot of us had back in MK9 and early Injustice, where it was just you and your boys versus the world, and that's what it seems like to me with them.
Yeah, and they're all super humble dudes. You don't really, they're here to compete, man. They're good people. They take care of one another, and I mean. Just good dudes, and they're hella good. I mean, all of them in their own. We saw Too Easy at Hometown Heroes finals.
Yep.
We see Atai putting in work with the Blue Beetle. I think he played Catwoman near the beginning, but really found a home right now with Blue Beetle. Oh, and wait a minute, we got him in here.
Buffalo, Flappy, Sammy Hammy.
Wait a minute, Flappy. Okay, what is this Batman? This looks like level 0 Batman.
Level 0 basic Batman. versus the Grandmaster of the Lin freaking Quay over here. Here we go, guys. Buffalo already going in with a jump 2, but that actually didn't punish the whipped back 2-3. That was already a crazy start. Getting the plus frames off that EX shoulder and putting out that clone, stopping just one of those trait bats.
Ooh, gotta be very careful. He almost ran into that clone, but here we go. Buffalo back 3.
Getting the big damage. 400.
Yeah. Blocks right now.
Very good trying to blow up the cap, but wow, that almost looked like a read on him doing the grapple. Buffalo off to a great start. Oh, that was just a huge mind game there. Instead of blowing up the shatter, which is normally -4, using that respect to do a sweep, he had the bar. Flappy, I think, was respecting the meter bird part of it. That was so smart from Buffalo. Off to a huge start already. And playing the mind game again. If these guys have played it before, it looks like they have, because Buffalo's playing some great mind games there. Instead of doing down 1 into the clone, down 1 into the shatter. And it looked like Flappy tried to blow it up there.
Flappy trying to just chip away, get some damage on the table. Trait bat, and he's really using those trait bats really good against that clone, getting rid of it. But that also gets rid of his trait bat as well, which he needs that for his pressure and conversions. And Buffalo just sitting back, using the clone as intended. Oh, and just gets caught right there by the stagger into the low.
Don't waste my time.
Oh, and very good scout right there. Good stuff.
Tried to pick the song in the jukebox, but didn't get it there. And that was an awkward wake-up slide from Buffalo.
Yeah, it's like he knew that cross-up was coming or something. That was very strange.
And getting the 4-3 into the back 3. Buffalo taking game number 1, using those beautifully created forward and back 3s for SubZero, utilizing old moves from going back 2 games. The 4-3
right.
coming from Mortal Kombat X with that hammer that used to be a special, and then the back 3, which is actually just a normal from MK9. I love how they incorporated those here into Injustice 2, and on top of that, all of his gear, beautifully done. The shaders, you get to kind of pick your favorite ninja from any of the Mortal Kombat games. I have been grinding for that rain gear ever since it dropped.
Begin.
And dang it!
You know,
I'm gonna have to pay for it eventually.
oh, and didn't actually get the bomb there, and a good down 2. Black Adam possessing one of the best down 2s in the game. This pressure into the mix, good block by Buffalo. Oh, and he gets it this time. Does burn the bar. Back 3, we're going to the corner. Unless he ends with the restand, no.
Throwing out a few gimmicks there with the down 2 into the shatter. And Flappy's been reacting to the jump. It's very well, but looks like he may have got an input error with that bomb. Buffalo gonna take a little bit of a lead here. Can't do the huge damage and take the bar health. Mix up with that shatter. If you would have meter burned it, I think it would have chipped out there.
A very ambiguous jump 2 just right there on top of him.
Good reaction to the whiff on the black magic and punishing accordingly. This is a tight game number 2. Flappy with the switch to Black Adam off of Batman.
Ooh!
That was so smart. Going for the punish, which will get rid of the clone, guys. You cannot be afraid to press buttons there. Good aerial ice clone from Buffalo. This man's so optimal with his combos as well.
Yeah, that's something we saw even in MKX with Buffalo with his Grandmaster. He had some of the coolest and most damaging combos with SubZero that we would really ever see. And just catches him with the 4-3, but the second one and the scout on the wake up. Buffalo a very fast 2-0 right now.
Using those aerial hammers at the end, catching him off guard with what was probably a double overhead there into the clone, getting a full conversion, and then going for the EX aerial hammer, which is actually +6 on block, I believe. It's very, very good.
SubZero, even SonicFox, I think it was yesterday, posted SubZero might actually be good. So it's just, man, all these new characters, the DLC, shoutouts to NRS, man. The DLC has just been, you know, just when you think you know the last character that came out, you kind of figured them out, the next one's rolling out, and then everything changes. It's just really cool, and a wake-up slide to start off this Game 3.
And we're already getting the corner presence from Buffalo. Both of them coming off their meter, and then Buffalo putting himself in the corner. And Sammy has done, if he's done one thing right this set, it has been down 2ing with Black Adam. He is 3 for 3 on those reactionary down 2s, but then now he has his back to the corner and actually catches him there. That is a frame trap if he goes into down 1 off of that EX shoulder. He disrespected it. That means Buffalo was off his timing.
This pressure and chip, but a very good down 1 contest. Oh, and oh no.
That was a disgusting setup. He saw the space that he had built with the interactable and threw out the clone, and Sammy Hammy there probably going for some kind of trip guard, or at least some kind of check on the interactable, found himself in the clone, and look how much meter Buffalo has. Decides not to even meter burn it.
Very good down 2, and this could close it out for the first round, yes. Or the first health bar. Flappy's got to get something going. He's got 4 bars right now, but he has just found himself in this position this entire match. He's got to find his way out. And Adam without a wake up, it's very tough. Oh, and he tried to interrupt, but
man.
Buffalo scouting it, used the armor. Oh my God. Just the hammers are coming down. Jesus.
I don't know about you guys, but MC Hammer just made a guest appearance on War of the Gods. Jesus, it's Hammer time.
I wish I would have counted them, man. That had to have been at least 5 or 6 4-3s in a row. And Buffalo with the scout on that interrupt did the string into a bounce cancel, and the armor just, you heard it tink just right when Flappy decided, hey, I'm going in now. And then that armor comes, and it's just like, man, seriously, come on, man. Buffalo moves on. Flappy going down to losers, but still in this thing. Man, that was for a SubZero. That was a very fast set right there. And we're going, okay, so coming up, we do have some new ones. Semiij versus Newbie, and Matrix versus VTech, which we've seen. I'm trying to remember. I know we've seen VTech.
Last time I saw VTech was in MKX, and I don't remember the character he used.
The name seems familiar just because it reminds me of Toy Story, and then it just clicks.
Wow.
Hey man, VTech, that's a kid's thing.
Coming from a man with children, I respect that reference so much.
And Matrix, obviously, you know, another Green Lantern player, may have a couple of new characters since I've talked to him. I was back at Combo Breaker, but he was really loving Green Lantern. So we'll see. He was a Takeda player in MKX.
Yeah, guys, the other Newbie, not Newbie Cheetah. Yeah. This was the Takeda Newbie of MKX, where everyone gets salty because they had the same name, but coming in with our Lord and Savior 12th Intellect Brainiac on the screen.
And red. What he picked, a demon skin? I don't think we've seen.
That I believe is his demon skin. And this is
slick.
This is a decent matchup for Brainiac as well. He just plays a spacing game, doesn't have to worry about these projectiles that stop him from making his approach. He just has to watch out for the instant jump ones and jump twos from Semiij. Playing it smart early on. Yeah, that could spell disaster. Semiij definitely has to know this matchup with the threats like PL and Tekken Master out there. You just Oki this man, stuff his wake-ups. But Newbie striking the first big blow here on his own ship. This is not fair whatsoever. He gets to use his own ship against his opponent.
Okay, Semiij now in the driver's seat, in control. Good blocks by Newbie, but trying to find his way out. Tries to go with the little ambiguous, I think it's his jump in 3 or jump in 2, where he kind of wraps himself like that. Yeah, it can be so ambiguous.
Yeah, that jump 2 where he puts himself in a cocoon of his own tentacles. Sort of deal with it. A lot of good 4-3 checks from Newbie. Getting those plus frames early on, and an unfortunate drop there. And those are a lot of minus frames that Semiij doesn't punish. And a raw back there for Newbie, and that should get close to a kill. Back to the corner, and very good stuff from Newbie, turning the tide on Semiij in game number 1.
Yeah, everybody in the chat saying, look how big Brainiac is. He went to the gym. You know what? He almost looks like NRSDK in a Brainiac suit. This man is huge. Almost like he's wearing shoulder pads.
Very good block in the low. Catch a lot of people off guard. The anti-air flash kick back 3 from Brainiac, sending him back to the other side of the ship. And we've seen him every time he's knocked down Semiij throw out that 4-3. And it's not something you want to get opened up by Brainiac, guys. That's just some friendly neighborhood advice for Mr. Aquaman. Do not get opened up by Brainiac's 4-3. He gets massive damage off of it.
If he would have connected that second 4-3. Okay, good scout by Semiij. New buttons were coming. Semiij got a little bit of a hill to climb here.
No punish on the dive kick. Semiij definitely went for it there. Looked like he might just been a frame or 2 behind.
Semiij could super though, and he could actually kill, but he burns the single bar, and it would have been unclashable. I think Semiij.
Oh my gosh! Newbie really got impatient there, throwing out that forward 2 down 1, and that single mistake is what costs you everything against these top players. Semiij striking and taking game number 1 against Newbie, but that was so well played from Newbie the entire set and match up until that very last interaction that you saw there, where again he overly extended. So Semiij got a punished hard, and was able to get away with just not forcing the clash and throwing in that. It was a little bit of a risky jump 1 there at the end. If you would have jumped into the frames of the wake up there from Brainiac, but Brainiac could have got away, then had the space to build with the trait, etc., etc. utilizing that 4-2 down 1 string very well. It's about 3/4 screen. That low will clip you. If not, the 3 will come out. And then you're safe. You're not punishable. And it's definitely not your turn. But at least you're safe.
There is a huge gap before that third hit of it, though. You can interrupt that thing for some big damage. And I'm sure Semiij knows that.
Ooh.
Oh, and actually catch them out of the air. Wow. Oh my god.
Huge damage here.
Jesus, and he burns the bar. Just look at that. Oh my god.
Do you guys remember the advice that I gave you early on not to get opened up by that 4-3? That's why. And meter burn for meter burn, and then back into the corner you go. What a kill from Newbie. Beautiful Brainiac play so far. Ooh, throwing out that stand too, you rarely see that. Very similar to the back one, but different animation. And beating out the cat dash with that trait coming in.
I love his 4-3 checks. He's been doing that so often. Catwoman, he knows, has that range. She wants to throw that whip trip out or do the jump. Just been able to shut it down, and here we go. Forces the clash.
I'm stealing this fight.
I do not fear your claws.
I have no idea what Newbie's on. I know when I play Brainiac and I go for a raw back 3, 9 times out of 10, 10 times out of 10, it actually doesn't hit. It's crazy. This guy has been flawless with his back 3s, but finally gets it shredded there by Semiij. He's still in control. He was in this position in game number 1 and let it slip. We'll see what he does with it this game. And going for the raw 4-3, Semiij catching the startup this time.
Oh, no punish. Well, I mean, he got the throw, but... Okay, good block.
Dash up throw.
Knowledge is
343 health, and there's that 4-3 that we keep seeing. He mentioned every time he knocks him down, just checks him with it, and it's paid off. Ooh, very good meter ring cancel, but that's about the only mix. It's very easy to block, but once you've seen it a couple times. Oh, I half expected us to go visit Jurassic Park, and he probably should have now.
All this unbreakable, unclashable damage Semiij is doing. Brainiac has 3 bars to use, but he's not going to be able to.
No, that is 2 for 2. Newbie letting these health leads slip away from his fingers.
Yeah,
unfortunate.
That's a gut punch, man. 2 times in a row, Semiij just able to clutch it out. I mean, these matches are so close that there's nothing else to really say, man. Newbie is playing really smart. Semiij doing all the stuff that we know him to do. Newbie's he's been gut punched not once but twice, man.
I'll see if he can keep the composure that he has had, but letting 2 slip might get to him at this point, but hopefully he holds it together. He's been getting these health leads. He just has to hold on to him, and uh-oh, he's gonna go into the bear trap.
No.
Back into the corner you go. Time to mix. I have to expect Semiij to pull up his wake up. Yeah, very good. Pressing the buttons as needed. Brainiac has it all, but when this man gets knocked down, he better be mashing that life alert. That man has fallen, and he cannot get up when he is knocked down.
I do need to ask, because we've not seen Newbie punish it, but I know Brainiac's buttons are relatively slow. Does he have a consistent punish for Cat Dash? Because he's blocked it a number of times, but just really goes with the throw. I'm not sure if, you know...
He actually... He might get a down 1 out. I'm not too sure if a stand 1 is fast enough for Cat Dash. That's something that even I had taken to the lab, but with his back to the wall, he might be doing the throw to reverse the position. Or that's something where even I and other players will say, you know, something that's hard to punish like that and it's really tight, if you react to a thrower every single time, it's still not terrible. You're still getting the damage. I think it really comes down to player preference. And then he has gotten so many anti-air back 3s. And I've not seen a Brainiac use that at all. And he's caught about 4 or 5 anti-airs with that meter run back 3.
Oh, for sure. Oh, and no, it exploits the gap. Semiij getting this damage. Will it be enough? Almost in the meter burn back 3. Semiij clutches it out. That was a statement right there in that last game. But yeah, that was very, you know, I know, you know, usually highs are your fastest buttons, but you know, Catwoman is kind of crouched, and Brainiac so tall. You know, I didn't know if he just doesn't really have a good consistent button for that punish.
Yeah,
But
yeah. I'd say depending on where you want it, you can throw behind, or you should be able to get a down one into the tentacle strike, which doesn't do much damage at all. I think maybe just a little bit more than the throw. But it's going to get the hard knockdown forward, or you can try to get her into the corner and then apply some mix, which he did very well. That was incredible Brainiac play from Newbie, just clutch from Semiij in those first two games, and was able to keep his composure because he should have been down 2-0, if I'm being honest.
yeah, I mean those were anybody's first two games, man. That was really scary. That first game, I think, you know, that was just kind of like one of those, man, almost had him. You know, it's Semiij you're going against. You know, we've seen this guy every week, even offline. We see him putting in that work, man. And whew, when you think you have that first game and it's right there, man. But it's okay. He's going down to losers. Semiij still in winners. We have Matrix versus VTech coming up, and then Titanium Tigers versus Gun Show. And then after that, we have Circus Forever King versus Ombu Get Wrecked. Ombu Get Wrecked, another hometown hero. I guess you could say a hometown hero favorite. Atrocitus player. I think he was in Perfect Legends region, which was Chicago.
Yes, he was. That was the grand final. PL reset it in grand finals, and then ended up losing. Get Wrecked did make it to the Hometown Heroes finals, where he played out of his mind, barely losing on the winner's side in his first match against Gross, and then falling on the loser's side. But for how young he is, looking very scary. Young man's game, Echo. We talk about it.
Yeah, I'm feeling it every day, man. You know, my struggle in this game is just I might be in a character crisis. I have no idea. You know, I don't feel 100% with any character I play, but Raiden's coming soon, baby. People hate that he's in this game, but oh, we are getting some more Red Hood and Matrix.
More Red Hood and more Green Lantern. Yeah, we rarely see Green Lantern as well. And guys, do not forget that you can tweet at us with hashtag War of the Gods. Echo getting a little bit blown up there on Twitter. I like it. Keep those blow-ups of Echo coming. I respect it, and guys, our producers will grab it. If you use hashtag War of the Gods, blow up Echo in any fashion you want right now, and it will appear on stream.
Listen, I do have a Batman shirt. I do want to tell you, I was going to wear it last week, but it's so yellow that the green screen behind me does not cooperate with it, so I can't wear it. And I have a Green Arrow shirt too, but that's completely green, so it is what it is, man. I try. Oh, very good. Oh, I don't know what the parry was for. Maybe an input error, I'm not sure, but we're going through the tunnel. And that just looks so painful. And the bar actually sits there bent. The destruction that just came through.
Ooh, and there's plus frames there. Putting that in mind, and with respect to that, using it to 4-3 your opponent. So smart from VTech. And ooh, does the lunge right into the active frames of a Lantern. And mixing it up with the overhead. Safer option of the two. Really good down two, but input error with the parry. He could have killed him right there, but the lunge will close out. When in doubt, lunge it out, Echo.
That's right, man. If you're not lunging, I don't know why you're playing Red Hood, because that's all you need to do. That move is so ridiculous. If you have one bar, your opponent has to respect those shots coming afterwards. And you want to back three? No, your armor's going to get blown up.
A little scary situation.
Hey, we're in the corner.
Red Hood can just mix you here. If he gets a hit, and that mine goes down. Good luck blocking, ladies and gentlemen. Ooh, very good lunge in between the projectiles. Now he has the position that he wants.
Ooh, good blocks by Matrix. Catch him with the back one, but he went for the stagger. Keeps it safe. Oh, and a good catch. Matrix does have the meter lead, so even if VTech clashes here, this is a good position for Matrix. If he can just get the health lead. Oh no!
Went for a raw back three there. Did Matrix and VTech closing out with those beautiful little ninja daggers, taking game number 1. VTech on the board.
Yeah, Matrix had that meter mind game going. If he could have just got that health lead, you know, he could have just forced VTech to come in, but VTech with the clutch stuff with the throwing stars. Okay.
Circa Hunter, thank you for loving me. I thought it said we love War of the Gods. Loving me. That's kind of weird, Hunter. And you know what? I respect it.
It's okay, man. You know what he's looking at in his profile picture is the autograph that you gave him wherever you guys met up. He's looking at it with a smile on his face saying, Mr. Oh no, and another parry.
He's had a lot
That's got to be if there. I don't know.
Yeah, he's had 3 already that have looked really questionable. And that was a great reactionary lift from Matrix, and just a shadow of what it used to be. That lift used to go full screen if you press a button. It acted so weird back in Injustice 1 that they seem to have normalized it and made it a lot more consistent, but when you pressed buttons and extended your hitbox in Injustice 1, that thing would grab you from obscene ranges, and they have toned it down.
He's still got some pretty cool combos when he throws the lantern out. You can see it still has some range in it, but he's already in a combo. It's not like it's a setup or anything like that, but we're getting the mines and the hard to blockables here. Burns the bar for the restand, throws the low mine, and this is going to close out Matrix first health bar.
Legends will in, already trying to pressure him with the corner, but Matrix with a good check afterwards, and that should kill out. And very good ending with the lift to throw him back into the corner. Very smart stuff.
Bowling ball, we're going for strike zone right here. Okay, keeps it safe.
Oh, standing up at the very last second. Eating that blast to the face. And that EX projectile from Lantern. So fast, unreactable too.
This is very uncharacteristic of seeing a Green Lantern, especially against somebody like Red Hood. He's got some really good projectiles. The trait shots are really quick.
And again,
and another parry. That's got to be an input error of some sort. And the meter burn back 3. Matrix ties it up 1-1. Yeah, that parry, this man wants to throw that controller through that TV screen, that monitor screen, whatever.
And if you do, please record it so that we can put it on our top 5 plays.
Yeah.
If you guys ever feel like submitting, it's their dive kick. We'll push that dash. I believe that there's a long interesting story about instant dive kicks in NRS games, going back to MK9, where they are ridiculously fast. The startup frames, it's ridiculous, but that's a story for another time. But once again, guys, if you ever feel like you want to record something crazy that happens that we don't get to see, let us know and submit it to us, and see if that's up on our top 5 plays. Salt is welcome.
Oh no. Big Tech looking to extend that combo maybe, or maybe another input error. I'm not sure. Blame the controller. That's what I do. Just say it's broken. It's not cooperating. That's not what I want, but a meter burn 4-3. Now Matrix knows that the mechanical bat is coming, and a trait cancel, and scouted that wall.
Ooh, it's some Mortal Kombat combos with all these stand ones. VTech,
yeah.
The switch to Batman looking much better already. And we saw this matchup in our very first game. Jacob Blake wasn't as aggressive as you already see VTech here. Just following those bats in and throwing the mix.
You're just a guy in a suit who's winning.
And slowly but surely, Matrix health is melting away right now.
Alright, walking Matrix back to this corner where Batman can really get himself going. Oh wow!
It went under? What an okie doke there from these two. VTech is going to have some hits done here. Trying to throw some mix, and Matrix so scared to press a button with that trait being around bats. He's about to call it another one. There we go. Gonna follow it in. Ooh, it meets a jump 2 in the air. 1.71 health remaining on Matrix, and any battering closes it out. VTech up 2-1 now. Way different story than the last 2 games where VTech came out with Red Hood.
Yeah, that one wasn't really that close at all. VTech still on his first health bar, had just about half of it, so you know, like I said, I know Matrix been playing Lantern since this game came out. I'm not sure who else he has. Okay.
Fighters approaching Red Sun Prison.
And sticking with the green. Actually, the green color. That's not, usually you see the purple or the white or the yellows or just all the different lantern colors. Usually don't ever see green on the Green Lantern players with all this customizable stuff.
Yeah,
I like it.
We're keeping it a bit classy tonight here on War of the Gods. And you know what? If it's something that we're known for, Echo, it's class.
That's right. Especially you with your different different ties every week. And you got the new setup over there. Matrix got to figure out something that goes with the back one, but gets caught by the cross-up, jump two, burns the bar, keeps him stood. And the lift, reactionary, taking Batman to the corner. Oh, it doesn't capitalize, but okay. Will he go for a setup? He's got to get something. Set play. Oh my God, look at that.
Push blocking, coming in with a meter burn 4-3. One health bar away is VTech from advancing on the winner's side of the bracket, guys. And very good disrespect by Matrix with that down 2.
Sometimes you just gotta do it.
And no damage though. All of those resources, everything. And what a hitbox on that wake up.
Oh no. And that's the same thing that happened last time.
Push yourself harder.
But this time, VTech scouted it, burned that bar for the armor, forced the clash on Matrix. Nobody has meter.
Slowly trying to walk him down is VTech. Hasn't lost the health lead yet. And very good. Gets a hit. He's going to get a good corner push here. Throws in the mix after the 4-2. And tries to cross up the 4-3. It looked like the wake up might have been delayed just in time. I threw it a little too early.
Oh, and just gets caught by the overhead in the back 2-3. One more combo is going to do it here. Even a throw at this point. Matrix got to be patient. VTech walking him down through.
Wow, and the whiff punishment bats.
He woke up with the lift. He's got a bar, keeps it safe. I don't even know if I would have just freaking kept pushing buttons and kept that meter. Oh my God, he jumped over the mechanical bat and went under the dust.
And
gosh.
That's negative frames there. Very good check by VTech. Matrix played it really smooth there at the end. He dodged a lot of projectiles, worked his way in, but didn't have the health. All he needed was one hit. VTech going to close out 3-1. Matrix played really well. VTech, the switch to bats really paying off. Looked like a completely different player. So good job to him. Remus went 2-2 tonight. Great stuff, man. Always with us. Rocking that. He always rocks some form of a Tim Curry avatar or whatever they're called, profile picture on Twitter. Also, we talked about it already on this broadcast. One hell of a clown was Tim Curry.
Yeah, he, like you said, man.
It
Remus,
Tim the voice. The original voice of it is what was one of the scariest parts about him.
Oh, for sure.
Going back.
For sure. Yeah, man. What a classic movie. Like we mentioned earlier, I haven't seen it. You haven't seen the new one, but or wait, you said you haven't seen it yet, right?
I have. I have seen it.
Oh, you have seen it.
Yes.
Okay, I haven't yet, but I've heard really good stuff about it. I can't wait to see it. We don't do spoilers here on War of the Gods, but
No, we do not.
All
right, guys. You know what? Screw that. Screw that, Echo. We are gonna have spoilers. It's a movie that has a clown in it.
Okay, yeah, that's
for
enough.
those of you who do
That's
not
as
know.
far as we're going. That's as far as we're going. Up next, guys, by the way, Titanium Tigers versus Gun Show. And then Circa Forever King versus Ambu Get Wrecked. And that's as much as we have now. But as always, the further we go down these things, the more savage it gets. So.
Oh yeah, baby.
And we're not even in double-digit matches yet. I mean, we're still at match 8, match 9. So it's really cool to see a lot of these guys showed up, though. I was kind of worried, especially since we've been gone for a couple weeks and everything happening, in Houston and Florida. So it's good to see all these guys alive and well and still competing out here.
And Gunny, one of the rare breeds of the NRS community right now. If he picks him, a Firestorm player. if I'm not mistaken. Who am I thinking of?
You know what? Yeah. No, you're right. Yeah, Gun Show. Well, at one point was a Firestorm player, so that's a character that you got people that love the character or absolutely just think he sucks. But I'm one of those that thinks Firestorm is not really as bad as he's led on to be. I think the character is pretty good.
Yeah, he's got great options. He's got good mix. Not huge damage until he gets to the corner, of course. And then he can really be a glass cannon when he has that trait in the corner. He can literally melt your health bar down.
And his mix launches. I mean, his overheads, he can just sit there and slam dunk 2 or 3 times in a row and then still restand you. And damage over time if you get hit by a projectile. There you go, man.
And Tiger's coming in here with Black Adam. Showing here, how can you guys preview? Showing Brainiac in his profile picture. That's a blow up right there, ladies and gentlemen.
That's actually a really cool card, though. I like that Brainiac graphic.
It's a very menacing Brainiac picture. But I believe Titanium Tigers has played Black Adam every time they've been on stream.
Power would suffice.
Magic can't beat science.
Begin.
And a good little punish there. You really don't see dive kick checked all that much. Because if it hits lower, it's actually safe or plus. It's kind of ridiculous. You got to make that instantaneous decision. And just about outside jump in range, that's when Firestorm, if you don't have a really good character that has some good mobility, especially in the air, like a Blue Beetle or a Black Adam or anybody with an air dash, Firestorm is very scary. Because you do not want to walk, because that right there, the Molten Trap, if you get caught in that, you're taking some damage. But speaking of damage, oh, and the setup, okay. And the autocorrect dive kick.
Yeah, that was a win-win there for Titanium Tigers off that with jump 3. If he stayed in front, dive kicks come down anyway. In fact, he went behind, got far dive kick. Not too sure if it would have hit or not if he stayed in front, but glad it hit behind, and now we're all evened up. 1050, 1050 on the health bars going into the second set of health here. Coming off the bar though is Gunny. Came off another one. Now he still has 1 bar. Did get opened up by the tray cancel. Very good, just holding his ground, weathering the storm as it were. Oh, and caught his feet finally.
Yep, and here we go. He's traded up. The one time Firestorm can get trait, and he's getting thrown the longest animation ever, and it's about to go out. And we may not see level 3 again.
He got a little bit of health back. Oh, and that crosses up. Jump 2, so nasty there from Black Adam, and what a turnaround so far from Tigers. Another cross up.
Big storm's coming now.
For Kondak, I will prevail.
And just 1 dive kick, yep. Tigers goes up 1-0.
For a fast start that Gun Show had, Titanium Tigers just kept fighting, and Black Adam had the huge damage in the corner there, able to open him up cleanly into the X-Black Magic. I think what turned things around is that he may have lightened up a little bit once he saw that with jump 3 went in a dive kick and was able to close out that bar of health. You know, that if I would have done that, I would have lightened up a little bit, and I would have played much more confident after that moment. It's just sometimes it takes something really unexpected and surprising or even dumb to get you to lighten up and just start playing a little more loose.
Oh no, and missed the ender. Could have went with the restand there, decided not to. You know, a lot of Firestorm players, they'll end the combo with that Molten Trap, keep you in the restand, and then get you with another Molten Trap. It happens so often. You just don't see these Firestorm players enough in the anti-air. With the blast, which is smart stuff actually. The only person that I've seen talk about how good that anti-air is Theo. It's a little slow, but it has a blast. all around him, and very good stuff by Gunshow.
And what was the recovery on that EX projectile? That was insane. He's able to throw that EX, which is one of the fastest projectiles in the entire game. You mentioned him and Green Lantern with those meter burns. He was able to follow it up immediately, catching the forward dash. Right after a great start, good reaction with the meter burn back here, the dive kick.
I'm immune to your trickery.
We'll get more creative.
Tigers now with his back to the wall. Gunny, one of those guys, he's never going to give up. A really good Kung Jin player back in the day. Trying to make a name for himself here in Injustice 2. It's a brand new game for him. Actually, he actually might have played Injustice 1 a little bit. Take over because I'm mentally lost right now.
Oh yeah, go ahead. Figure that out.
Woo, woo. I gotta years back. I'm old. I can't do it, guys. I honestly can't remember if Gunshow played Injustice 1. That's my bad as a caster. I'm getting too old.
It's all good, man.
Oh, wake up, fire
Hard to
blast,
remember
though,
everybody. And the 50-50 from Gunshow, reminiscent of MKX, and there you go, the Molten Trap, the restand in the corner, breaks the armor, the EX blast. Oh, and tried to go for the overhead, thought Tigers was going to respect, but no, jumped clean out of it. Throw in the corner, one more combo is going to do it.
Oh my goodness!
It may not kill though, it's a very short one.
And it does!
Wow.
No, Gunny! Out of nowhere, Titanium Tigers, the god, with a meter burn 4-3 into the back 3 to close out game 2 against Gunshow. That looked like full control by Gunny the entire time.
Yeah, that was a heartbreaker right there for Gunshow, man. We saw this earlier with 1 or 2 matches back. Just that gut punch, man. That was Gunshow's match. Titanium Tigers kind of stealing it out from under him there. So Gunshow, you know, he's a veteran, man. So we're gonna figure out if he can adjust to this. He's got a long road ahead of him. But Tigers now is just gonna play 100 miles an hour. Very good backdash out of that. Set up again. There is no corner interactable there, sorry. Scouting that. Dive kick to come in and catch him with the overhead. Without trait though, it won't launch.
And Gunny needs to pick up that Titanium Tigers. Every time that he's had any kind of frames here in the corner, he's jumped out just like that. Through 3 for 3 I've already seen in this round. Anytime that Gunny does something negative, anything, this man jumps right out of the corner, and Gunshow has eaten all the pressure afterwards. I think that's something that he has to try to scout out. You should try to get it down 2-1. Or just if you the blast, just do another one to get the anti-air.
That's one thing about Black Adam's low lightning is that thing actually tracks. So even if you jump and air dash, you can get caught on your landing just because it follows you. Ooh, and that was a tricky cross up there.
And even there, the jump afterwards, I've seen it so many times. Gunshow hasn't picked up on it. And Tigers is getting closer and closer to closing out this match.
The one time he decides to challenge with a torpedo, you'll see Firestorm players do that. You know, they'll time that torpedo just at the right height where they'll go over your projectiles. I think that's what he was looking for, but wound up going a little bit too high. But as we've seen before with King Raj and a couple other Firestorms, Firestorm is actually never out of it. Oh, and this is going to do some damage off a throw. He is getting a little bit of health, but gets caught by the low lightning.
Gunshow going down 3-0 to Titanium Tigers, all close games. And some insane clutch moments for Tigers as he's going to be moving on the winner's side, guys. And we're going to be moving on to Forever King versus Get Wrecked.
This is going to be a good one right here. We don't see Atrocitus very much anymore. I don't know why. But, you know, always seeing Forever King, it's always a treat to watch him play. And Get Wrecked, coming off Hometown Heroes and his recent success in that. You know, I'm happy for, you know, players like him who are getting that momentum going forward. And who knows, in a year or two, you know, he might be one of those, you know, high level top 8 players, man. It's really cool stuff to see. And also don't forget Ombu Punk, the late Ombu Punk, now Panda's Punk. That's kind of where he was before, you know, he just
Exactly.
skyrocketed.
Anbu is actually a lot bigger than people realize. If you look him up and see, they're a really big online family there at Anbu. And when I first heard about him and met some guys, I was like, dang, you guys are huge. And going back to the to the classic kind of online clan style of, you know, it's different from you know, organizations where, you know, clans are really cool that, you know, it's just guys that you like and you play online with, and you get better. But now things are changing, and those are kind of going away.
Yeah, and it's you know, the whole clan battles and the mentality behind it, and the call outs and the clan wars and all that stuff.
Clan wars, woo!
Yeah. It's kind of lost its luster, I think. But you know, there's still some out there, at least in our scene. You still got the chaotics and the kinetics and the STBs and all that stuff. So it's still there a little bit. Okay, Dexstar is out. It's been a long time since we've seen this character on War of the Gods, for whatever reason.
You aren't lying. It's been a long time since we've seen Atrocitus in general. In competitive play, it seems like every Atrocitus player just ran the other way after the changes. Get wrecked here. Still keeping in the work. And the anti-air on the puddle. We're going to the corner of the big gold machine right now. Put in the work.
The big gold machine, yep. I'm not sure, you know, if Rewind's with us tonight, but you know, we haven't seen him bring out the Atrocitus in a very long time. But Forever King trying to figure out his way out of this corner and winds up taking Get Wrecked back mid-screen here. Oh, wow, and the wake-up throw. King knew that was coming. Now getting the damage.
And go for the restand. Good blocks by Get Wrecked. Great backdash to get out of that pressure. And throwing out those vomits just in case. If you get an anti-air vomit, that is a full combo punish. A very good punish himself as King crouching underneath the active frames of the vomit, which did get normalized, punishing with the trait, getting a full combo.
I don't know about that, Mr. Aquaman. It's still tough. That thing is active for so long. It's actually
normalized, Echo. Normalized.
Okay, well, it's still kind of ridiculous. You can crouch under it, and sometimes you'll still have to block it, even though you're crouching. It's kind of crazy. And if you do it too early, well, you just got hit. But Get Wrecked. Okay, clutching it out here. Get Wrecked once King in this corner. Tries to meter burn back 3, and the armor is broken.
Be a perfect Red Lantern.
I only come in black.
Getting the health back, and oh no, gets caught.
Oh.
And the startup calling out Dexstar. And if King had a bar there, I think Dexstar would have been gone with the reset and the pressure. I think the time would have been gone, but yeah, that was very unfortunate. That is just a wasted Dexstar there from Get Wrecked. And without any wager, King can just go ham with the pressure. He's going to come in with the trait behind.
Very good scout with the up breath. King doesn't have meter to restand him and get the extra damage. All this vomit pressure. Oh no! Good air tech, but is it enough?
Well, blocking right now, but he's only got 12 left.
Punch walking him to the corner. Oh my god. Is this actually happening? The double 4-3. Not letting. Okay, and the meter burn batarang. Hits everywhere.
Not high enough. Let's Get Wrecked. Very close one, though, to start us off. Forever King. Get Wrecked. Forever King. We will be seeing him next weekend at the Injustice Pro Series Finals. That man doing good all season long, and Get Wrecked. We saw Hometown Heroes tried to find his way in the E-League there, and unfortunately wasn't able to. Doesn't travel much, which is why Hometown Heroes was perfect for him. He was able to compete online every week and then travel one time to try to get in there, and then go out to Vegas is where that one was. And our next two matches are going to be pretty decent. We got Raging Rikens versus Revit Leafing.
A little Beetle action,
Little
finally.
Beetle action, and then we have HoneyBee versus Buffalo.
And Rikens did beat Young Monster to get into top 32, and that battle between him and Rivet Leafing will be for top 16. And yes, Dragon, you can blow me up. I know I said it the way that you love that I say it. Rivet Leafing. But here we go. Get wrecked, getting the damage, the restand, pressure.
Very good start here for Get Wrecked. Looks so comfortable with the mobility of Atrocitus, and still has all these conversions down. And it's a rare sight to see Atrocitus now. Like you mentioned, we haven't seen really this kind of stuff since Rewind before the changes. And coming up after HoneyBee and Buffalo is going to be Tweedy versus Tsunami V for top 16 as well.
Ooh, okay. Yeah, and Dragon will be going against Titanium Tigers. I saw him mention in the chat that's who he was waiting to see, the winner of the last match. But Get Wrecked, just look, he has barely lost any health, just keeping King on lockdown. Kicks a field goal for all of his troubles.
Calm down yet?
When I've killed you.
Okay, King. Trying to figure out what he's gonna do. He's got Get Wrecked close to the corner.
And that's so smart. If you're worried about the active frames, just get punished with the low poke, and then use those plus frames to generate some pressure.
Absolutely, especially with those bats at his side, he can get some good stuff going. Ooh, and a good down two scout by Get Wrecked. Okay.
Ooh, and very good side switch back into the corner. Nothing like Dexter staring you down. Air escape. This man has no wager. And Raw down two to the background fence, and that's going to close it out. That was absolutely savage by Get Wrecked.
I have seen it all now.
Calm down, young man.
King did what he was supposed to do and backdash the meter burn portion, where Atrocitus is safe after that, and wow. And just gets down to anyway. Ridiculous. We're tied 1-1. Wow. You know, I didn't pay attention. Is that, I don't know if you saw on Twitter, but King was so happy that he finally got the gear, the helmet that he wanted. I think that one is it.
Yeah, though, one that actually covers the face. That's what a lot of Batman players love.
I didn't pay attention the last two games if he was actually sporting that one or not.
And this is about as close as I expected to be. Get Wrecked is one of those guys that's flying high up on everyone's radar right now, as far as up and comers. And anyone that watches competitive knows that everyone has that radar. All these competitors have a radar of guys to look out for. And this has to be on a lot of people. He has to be on a lot of people's list right now.
Oh, absolutely. Yeah, there's so many people. The longer these games stay out, the more games that come out, the community's getting so big, and there's so many good players. You've got to know a lot of stuff, not just matchups, but play styles, and you've got to study these guys.
That's one major difference from back in the day to now, is that the talent pool has increased dramatically. It is harder to be good nowadays.
Which it kind of brings a new level of respect for somebody like SonicFox, who can be so consistent in such a big pool of players. Oh my god, the down two punish on a down two.
Yes, SonicFox breaks a lot of rules when it comes to fighting games, as Get Wrecked takes the first bar of health here on Forever King and does corpse hop with that punch walk. That's something that was a big curse to ending combos with it at the end of rounds. Was sometimes you put yourself in the corner and you go, oh man, come on, man.
Right. All right, King jumping in, use the mechanical back to close the space, and goes behind. Wow.
You'd be a perfect Red Lantern.
I only come in black.
Keeping the health even. I really like that wager, just to send a message. Wager early, keep it even, and you have the confidence in yourself to just outplay your opponent from here on out. As I say that, gets opened up immediately, and the wake up breath, I guess 4-3. What a read from Get Wrecked.
That up breath. It works just about as consistently as we see Batman's use up battering, which isn't a wake up either. But it works so well.
Yeah, might be a subconscious decision to just wake up with up breath because they know that Batmans are going to be airborne. They jump like
Oh
crazy.
yeah.
Calm down yet?
When I killed you.
Now King wagering himself. No meter on both sides. And he can follow that shield in. This is a great position for Get Wrecked. And opens up with the mix.
Oh. Meterless damage.
Unfortunately, doesn't get the restand though on the back 2-3. And King close out getting slow and swaggy. And no, the 3 on back 2-3. He fell into a pit of active frames there. And King going up 2-1 now over on Boost. Get Wrecked.
Such a clutch air tech right there. And like you said, just put his feet on the ground and that explosion went off. And that was GG's. Whew. Okay.
Atrocitus. Batman.
I know.
Very close games, man.
I know King, someone in the world, is just smiling right now, knowing what just happened with that air escape.
Yeah, that back 2-3 is such a good string. Good stagger too. Good anti-air. We saw Jacob Blake use it, and it gets Batman out of dodge. So, oh, and King just got caught there. And one thing I don't think we've seen yet, as far as I remember, is we have not seen forward 2-2-3 into a mix yet. Usually just ends with breath, keeps it safe.
I've seen one, and the one time he did it last game, opened up Forever King. Again, it's the conditioning of not doing it. And then the surprise with that puddle. And still had the shield out, plus frames. And he has been throwing out some down twos like crazy.
Oh, and King with a rare drop there.
Good positioning for Forever King. And great punish here by Get Wrecked. And no air escape from King. He's just going to succeed the round and hold on to the meter. Get Wrecked with a great lead. 482 health still left on his first bar. And in a great position to send us to another game 5 for the night. But the dirt from King. He's going to get it back in this match right now. But the back 3 misses the Kryptonian.
And he woke up with a down 2. Get Wrecked tried it. It didn't work. The jump 2 said no, sir. King trying to close this thing out quick. Oh my God!
No!
That exchange, Jesus!
That was ridiculous. Meterberg
Get
canceling the push block attempt. That is the ultimate. Just feels terrible, you know.
But it feels good if you're Get Wrecked. I'll tell you that.
Absolutely. And finally, you see there the conditioning of not doing it, and then finally mixing up with a 4-2-2-3, and then using the puddle. He has been conditioning him to block overhead this entire set.
Calm down yet?
When I killed you.
King does spin both of them. Still in a health deficit, but okay. The wake up down 2s by Get Wrecked. They've worked sometimes and sometimes not. I don't know.
You'd be a perfect Red Lantern.
I only come in black.
Gets caught going for a throw here and eats a jumping from King. Forces the wager, has a little bit of the health lead. But now we're playing some good old injustice. There are no wagers. Dexter is still on the screen. And very good covering the vomit with that. Could have extended the combo there. That's okay. Oh, no, only swung with a 4-2. And there's that Savage Hunt too. We were all waiting for it. Could have air escaped there if King wanted, but he knew that there wasn't much damage there. Since it was a down 2. No, that was all the slide. Whoa, King.
Okay, and that is unblockable. Oh my God, no! Get Wrecked. He does not have Clash. This could actually kill.
Oh no, the drop!
Down 2. Okay.
All King had to do was finish the plate that was in front of him, but drops his fork, and we're going to go to a game number 5 right there.
That was
wow.
clutch. Get Wrecked with the awareness, man. Whew.
Atrocitus.
This is a great game right here, guys. I'm really happy that you guys are tuning in because we got some exciting matches for you.
Batman.
All we're going the red and the white Batman. Okay, King not playing any more games.
Yeah, this is this is life on the line shader for him.
We are going to the swamp too, which is it's I would say it's a good map for both of these characters and what they want to do. And we may see the alligator get thrown.
That's all we want to see. It's Gator!
That's all you want to see.
It's
I
Gator!
know.
Great start here for King. Looking to close out this match. He had a 2-1 lead at the up vomit. Full conversion here. Has the bar to convert. And very good side switch down to another corner following Dexstar in. Puts out the shield. Now the trade's not going to matter. And anti-airing with Dexstar. Sniped him out of the air.
And a good confirm by Get Wrecked with some good damage. Restand. And just look at King's health ticking away.
Yeah, slowly watching your health bleed after multiple vomits. It's not a good thing to see, especially before the changes where it was absurd how fast your health disappeared. And coming off the bar there is Get Wrecked. And there we go. That didn't even have the meter there to extend that, but just checked him with the low anyway. And how these guys have the reactions to get the up vomits into the down ones every single time is beyond me. And that's still punished. He could have sent Dexstar and killed out, but that's okay. Sends him anyway. Closes out the round. He's going to get a little bit of Dexstar back here. And it's always something to look forward to, or look for at Atrocitus players is when the round ends, which animation they get. If they hold Dexstar and pet him, they get much more trade back. Ooh, and I'm shocked that King didn't come down with the people's elbow. Or at least a dive kick. He just let it rip. Get Wrecked was able to adjust accordingly.
And now we see the shield coming in against these batarangs. He does have the meter. Will he do it? No. I figured he would leave it unclashable. King didn't clash anyway. Oh my god. And he had the conversion.
When I killed you.
Now King is running out of resources.
And there he goes.
Has one bar. The Gator comes into play. Might help Get Wrecked take this win from Forever King, which would be an upset on paper.
Oh, it absolutely would.
Oh, and trying to slide into
just
the
out
end.
of range.
And he still got the conversion. Are you kidding me?
He had the spacing on point to make that thing whiff. And maybe just didn't believe and went with a reactionary jump just a little bit too late to get out of the way. And the mix, and again, doesn't even have the meter to convert it.
Trying to make his approach, walks right into a 4-2-2-3, and very good with the punish, with the trait, forcing the wager from Get
I
Wrecked.
can feel your fury.
Then you know what's coming.
It's a clutch situation. And the anti-air with Dexstar, the back three, may not kill.
Oh, the
King
air
kills
escape!
Air tech. And the mix is real. Forever King gets beat in the air. Get Wrecked. Moving on in winners.
A statement
big golden
sent
machine.
right there. That is a statement sent by Get Wrecked. This man is here to play. I say, man, this kid is here to play with the big boys.
Man.
Forever King going into the loser side of the bracket. He will have to fight his way in the top 8 if he wants to see it. Would love to see Mr. Agmar Zeko. Let me get my skill back because it is gone. Let me tell you.
It kind of is. I don't. You know, we'll wait for a couple weeks after Mana comes out.
Yeah,
You know.
give me a couple weeks, and you know what? If I find myself down in the set, I'll pick Aquaman just to like see the look of on Echo's face because that character just still like takes it out of him. It's hilarious to see.
Not anymore.
Not anymore? Dang.
Not anymore. No. Not anymore. But yeah, it's that character before he got nerfed. Yeah, he was kind of a problem for both of my characters. I felt like, but not anymore. But yeah, we'll see. Once Manta comes out, you know, that's who Aquaman's been waiting for. Maybe we'll get a little bit of that. I tried to bring that up during Kombat Cup as well for me and Aquaman to have a set before we ended. I don't remember if it was season 1 or season 2.
God, that would have been free.
Yeah, I know. I would have
which
made
is
some easy money.
Which is really good for Echo because he has a great chance here in Injustice 2. We have 3 more matches before we get into top 16, guys. We're going to have Raging Recons versus Revit Leafing coming up next. After that, we're going to have HoneyBee versus Buffalo, and then Tweedy versus Tsunami. And a couple of updates. We've got Dragon defeating Titanium Tigers 3-2. Titanium Tigers is here to play as well.
Yeah, man.
Rewind with a win over a competitor 3-0. And PL with a 3-2 victory over Rebello. Very close.
Yeah, man. I saw them talking about that in the chat. PL versus Rebello. That looked like a set that was one to watch. There's a lot of game 5s tonight, actually.
Yeah, and PL streams his matches here on StreamMe, so you can check those out as well.
Absolutely, on his channel. Yeah, man, this tonight has shaped out to actually be really entertaining. I was kind of worried in the back of my mind that we weren't gonna see too much of this stuff, but I see Rewind's down there, so that answers my question earlier. I didn't know if Rewind was with us tonight.
There's a lot of guys with us, and we appreciate all of you watching and all of you competing right now. And also, we've seen a lot of tournament shaders on everyone, so you guys are supporting the community, and shout outs to you guys. As we see the smuggest, most arrogant face on the planet, Superman right there. Come on. Come on, man. You're supposed to be happy with your tournament shader on. You're supporting the scene, buddy. But guys, get these shaders, support the scene, support esports and the community events, and don't be like Superman. Don't look like that. Be happy. Be a Catwoman.
Dude, he has no wake-ups anymore. That's what he's mad about. Look at everybody else. Catwoman saying, hi, I got trait, and I'll be plus. Supergirl saying, I'm #1 in the game now. She has a smile on her face. But here we go. Okay, Rican, show me something, sir. The Blue Beetle has arrived.
The Blue Beetle, who everyone has been raging about. Let's see what he can do with, I believe, his debut on stream here on More the Gods.
Yeah, he's not been on here yet. Revit Leafing, though, we've seen quite a bit of times, and always brings the hype. Doesn't ever disappoint. It looked like Regan's tried to react there with a down 2, possibly to Cheetah's jump, and a very nice. Blue Beetle with a 6-frame down 2 opens a lot of stuff, and there's always a combo follow-up, interrupting a gap.
And that was a very good conversion. Me and Echo messed with Blue Beetle a lot. Even in the beta, and that combo is really tight.
Oh, for sure.
Oh, there's that down 2. Gonna get some big damage here in the corner.
The restand, the mid, standing 2. Okay, and here we go.
That one raw forward 3. Might have been an input error. The world may never know. And the winner of this is going to move on to face Semiij for winner's top 8.
And you see the little stutter steps by Ricans there, just kind of dancing around. It's it's pretty cool to see. He's just always kind of dancing around there. You don't really know what's going on.
I'm so going to beat you.
I'll flay you for the goddess.
I really like that helmet too.
Ooh, the immediate
It
tick
shows
throw.
his actual face.
Revit now
Maybe
all over this man. And go for the tick throw again.
Oh, some damage and an air tech, but it... Okay, got him with the sweep. Tried to go with a cross-up jump 2. 1 anti-air is all it's going to take. Tried to get the jump 1, but the chip damage is going to do it.
Yeah, the claws were sharp in there. Not much range we can do there. Once he was in range of that DP, so much damage on that bad boy once he sharpens those claws. Cheetah on the prowl right now. Revit Leafing trying to get in the top 16.
A place he's been quite a number of times now.
Yeah, he was a staple of Kombat Cup in top 16s, top 8s, and here in Injustice 2, just trying to find his own. And both him and his brother Young have tried to remain character loyalists, which is so rare in Injustice 2. So shout outs to you guys. I love me a character loyalist and a character specialist. You guys have the way to my heart.
It's tough, especially in a game like this, man. I found early on Fate's not going to do everything for me, and thankfully I played Beetle in the beta because he's the only other character that I really feel like I have a chance with, and he covers a lot of Fate's bad matchups too.
Makes neutral jump on wake up and doesn't fall for the tickle for the first time off the jump in his Recons.
Good scout there. And the back two overhead into a bounce cancel.
Oh, man! That looked like it might have been a drop. Looked like he was going for some more there, or was going for the cross up underneath it. Oh my goodness! Speaking of cross ups, that came out of nowhere.
It looks like Rican's just, you know, once Cheetah's in the air, he's got to respect it. But he is contesting with the jumps and the down twos, but he's kind of getting whiff punished. The claws are sharpened. And a very nice down one.
Ooh,
almost a conversion.
And evening us up here is Raging Rican's not out of this match. Here we go.
That 4-2 is a hard knockdown. And one thing we don't see from Rican's is a trait switch.
Yeah, not one so far.
Which I would imagine versus Cheetah would really help with that, you know, anti-airing her in the air. That down two is godlike when you got the trade active. But will he confirm into a super?
No!
Oh,
and he should have there! And that is going to cost him game number 2. That was so unfortunate. I mean, you're right there. You're pounding away on her. Just super. Just super right there. Raging Rican's. He has to go back to the tape and look at that one.
Yeah, I felt like that was coming. Man, that's just a heartbreaker. And sometimes, you know, we don't use super all that often, do we? But, you know, those chances where it's the smartest thing to do, sometimes we're just not ready to hit those buttons and just get it over with. Beetle has one of the most fun supers to hit the X button on too, by the way, because you have all those shots and you just and get all that extra damage. But Rican's finds himself down.
Yeah, down 2-0. Also, shouts to Forever King for showing some respect there on Twitter to get wrecked on his loss. Although, he did spell his name wrong, but I'll give him a pass on.
So he get Rex name. I guess that's okay. I have to ask Rex about that one. But it's not very often you see props these days. Oh, and there it is again. Rican's tried to go with the down two, just not enough range, and got whip punished, and now the down one gets punished. And just getting absolutely mixed in a throw reversal. Okay.
Wake up DP close out. Rev leafing now. 1 bar of health. Smelling blood. Trying to get in the top 16 with a 3-0 win.
Jesus. Good scout there. Into the restand. And good pressure here. +2. Leafing does not care.
Yeah, whatsoever. Just came. He just reversal DP.
You cannot outhunt me.
And Revit's been really content with this full screen game, just waiting for his.
And you can see Leafing just kind of mirroring what Rican's is doing. Leafing stopped this. Okay, that's a full punish.
Yeah, looking for his moments to pounce. Throwing in those buffers.
Yeah, those buffers, so to speak, on this stage nonetheless. Okay, and the claws are sharp, and this is going to be huge damage. And Rican's has already clashed once. Luckily finds himself getting out of there. But this is where he's got to make everything count. Oh no, and that's going to do it.
Revit leafing, congratulations, 3-0, and you're finding yourself on the winner's side of top 16.
You know, Rican's, I think if he would have used trade against her jump ins, it would have been a lot easier for him. There's just a lot of whiff punishes. I mean, what do you do though? You got to respect that pounce. And even if you do punish it, it's still going to come. That's one of her biggest things, man. So
yeah, he tried to contest it a lot with down twos, and so sometimes it just doesn't go in your favor. And I saw him maybe beat it out one time out of that entire set. Traded a couple times, but other than that, getting beat out cleanly. And again, it's where trait might help in that matchup. with the extension of the normals, especially on that down 2. That down 2 when trait with Blue Beetle is pretty disgusting.
Yeah, it's definitely one of the top down 2s. Aquaman and Beetle, and I don't really know another top 3 down 2. There's a couple that are in contest, but you know, it is what it is, man. Regan's played awesome with some really cool reads and a lot of good offense in that. Just it's Cheetah, man. So much damage and so much mix. You make a mistake. Oh, it just is what it is. Do we have this coming up now? Match number 11, HoneyBee versus Buffalo.
We do. Buffalo himself, the Iceman cometh, versus HoneyBee.
This is going to be interesting, man, because the Flash players I've talked to, at least, I don't know, maybe since a week or so ago, Flash not faring too well against the SubZero. That matchup is pretty tough. But, you know, HoneyBee, one of the best Flashes, if not the best Flash, God Lord himself.
Yeah,
probably has all the answers.
Here's the thing: does Flash ever lose a matchup if he opens
once
you up?
he gets in?
Yeah.
I mean, with that clone though, man, you know, it's like, probably tough, but
yeah. Do matchups even exist when you're caught in the mix? I mean, numbers go flying out the window. It can be 2-7 against a Flash matchup number wise.
Wait a second.
But
are you serious? HoneyBee going with Captain Cold?
Wait. Whoa. We got 2 Icemen on the screen right now, guys?
Really? Okay.
Is this real?
That's interesting. I guess that Flash SubZero matchup is really disgusting still, because Flash doesn't have anything to get rid of that clone, man. He has nothing.
Victor Freeze himself, ladies and gentlemen, making an appearance here on War of the Gods. Dude, that jump went awful early there. Was HoneyBee. Could get a conversion there. Doesn't get the full thing. Very good check.
Oh no, and HoneyBee just got hit by that meter burn 4-3.
Oh no.
One of Sub's only overheads.
Look at that damage. Almost 530. Guarding that trade, but he's found himself in a huge hole as HoneyBee. And you know what? In that moment, I would have just kept letting it rip. If you'd have held on to that trade, he might have gotten into level 2. He's put himself in a good position to go for the kill here.
Both these characters were really good pokes. SubZero with his down 3, just like his down 4 in MKX.
Oh no!
That was right into the clone.
That was so smart from Buffalo to put it there, knowing that Mr. Freeze there wants to make the approach, and that was just the tip of that ice puddle.
Wow. You know, Buffalo, before SubZero came out, we saw him play cold a lot, and with success, too.
Yes, he had a very good Captain Cold. He had a very good Captain Cold. Almost saved him at a lot of majors, huge matchups. And then, of course, we saw SonicFox get a couple of huge wins.
Oh, for sure. This character, when he gets going, man, Jesus.
And look for HoneyBee to also, he also has a really good Supergirl. I think he has a pocket dead shot as well.
Oh, and tries to go with the overhead. Buffalo with the smart stuff, delaying wake up. He's going to get frozen.
Oh, barely getting out of there with the trade at the end.
I thought that ice clone was him getting frozen.
Yeah, the ice clone simply took his place.
That was pretty cool, actually. And gets caught by the overhead in that string.
This is a battle of elementals, okay? Okay, ice is not very effective against ice.
SubZero wins.
And the Grandmaster himself taking the lead 1-0, and I expect HoneyBee to make a change here.
Mr. Freeze.
I really think that Supergirl might come out because, again, you mentioned Flash
SubZero
hasn't really been doing it, but sticking to Victor Freeze here, he might be saved. He has the Injustice Pro Series finale this weekend. Might be saving some stuff. Who knows?
Yeah, might not want to reveal all his cards just yet. We'll see. But, you know, Captain Cold, and SubZero right now. SonicFox, you know, has both those characters. And Flash is, you know, I'm not sure how he does against Mr. Freeze, but SubZero I know is probably got to be tough if he's running Captain Cold right now. This is going to be interesting. Now HoneyBee finds himself in the corner and gets hit with another 4-3.
Look at this positioning by Buffalo. It is relentless as Captain Cold's one of the characters does not have much range at all, and that is almost a perfect to start off game number 2. Buffalo using that interactable. That was absolutely disgusting. Broken, one would say.
Okay, now we're getting some pressure. Good contest by Buffalo there. Captain Cold's love staggering that string into a down 1.
Of that I am painfully aware.
Already got the positioning back into the corner. This is where HoneyBee fell apart on his first health bar. And here we go.
HoneyBee really scouting out SubZero to do that jump 2, which that jump 2 is pretty disgusting. And Captain Cold with his down 2 is such a good anti-air, but it's gotten HoneyBee in such bad situations multiple times now. Good block, no punish.
Huge chance for HoneyBee to get back in this match. Could have killed Buffalo on the punishment with the slide. Oh, got lucky there.
Yeah, I'm surprised he did not get frozen there, and a throw. HoneyBee still working on Buffalo's first health bar. Expected to wake up, closes it out. Okay. Oh no, and it doesn't go away on hit. Buffalo had already committed to the string.
Lots of plus frames. There on that EX shoulder attack. Oh my gosh, here comes some more. And 7 in the back. Coming on, gets him with the hammer. Meter burn 4-3. 2-0 now.
SubZero wins.
For Buffalo, using a very, very sexy looking Noob Saibot skin for once, showing us the mask of SubZero. He has been maskless for quite some time.
SubZero.
And going to loadout 5. Let's see what his loadout 5 is. And it is that Noob Saibot looks so good.
Hey.
And HoneyBee sticks it out with Mr. Freeze here.
Yeah, I mean, when he gets his stuff going, he's playing awesome. Just a lot of whiff down 2s. He's been going on that read, I assume, you know, waiting for Buffalo to do the jump in 2. But it's not paid off, especially in that last match. We'll see if he has an adjustment here. Plays a little bit more reactionary. But when that clone's in front of you, man, it's still just one of those tools.
And guys, please use hashtag War of the Gods on Twitter. Start talking with us online. End up here on the broadcast. Have a good time. Tweet us your best ice pun. I dare you. Hashtag War of the Gods. Your best ice pun.
This is gonna be good. Then. That's gonna be good. Ooh, and scouted out that slide. HoneyBee maybe finally. Oh no! Just when I was about to say wake up, Buffalo does it, and there's the down 2, but the jump in 2 actually crosses up, completely makes it whiff. This could close out the first health bar, and it does.
Damage. That I hate coming from Buffalo. And guys, might I add, if you're gonna make an ice pun, also make it related to the match. Get very creative with those. I want to see how good you guys are at puns, because that's pretty much all I do.
Very perfect spacing there. Comes out of the trait, goes straight into the 4-2. Okay, and we're even here going into the second round.
Ooh, throwing the tusk.
It's an interactable you don't really see used all that often, to be honest.
Wow, look at the size of that down 2 from Mr. Freeze.
Oh, it's absolutely ridiculous. Oh my God, okay, HoneyBee with all the smart stuff now.
And that's what happens when you're a Captain Cold main in that split that match deciding second. You drop the instant jump 1 there. You don't get the 4-2-3 into the projectile and potential to win the match. And Buffalo can come back here. Gets in the corner. So could use some plus frames there. Gets the cross up instead.
He gets crossed up. He's got a clash here. Buffalo not gonna let him. HoneyBee barely has a health lead, not anymore.
Very good. But on that, and it actually gets him on the end of the activation of the Frost Armor, and down goes HoneyBee into the loser's bracket to Buffalo 3-0. That's top 16 winners for that young man.
Buffalo, the SubZero of the world right now. Jesus.
That's a great skin too. I gotta give Buffalo some shout outs on that.
Yeah, all of you know, sometimes I wish these sets were a little bit longer so we could see all 5 of these loadouts, because we've said it before, man, but that's one of the coolest things to see, the gear that people have unlocked and kind of their creativity. It adds just another dimension of not only watching them but kind of seeing, you know, what their kind of style is. Okay.
We have one more match before top 16,
yeah.
and it's going to be Tweedy versus Tsunami V.
This is about to be good. Okay. And Tweedy's still sticking it out with Superman. I mean, he's still putting in that work, man. Won his region in Hometown Heroes. Then we, of course, saw him in the finals. You know, and still playing around in some of these online tournaments. It's he's pretty much, outside of maybe Theo, maybe the only Superman left. I mean, I know people have pockets, but I mean, he's kind of the face of that character right now, shared with a couple less than a handful of guys. After Tweedy versus Tsunami, we have Rewind versus Perfect Ledge. That's going to be good.
That's our first
Semiij
match in top
versus
16 as well.
Yeah. Semiij versus Revit Leafing, and then Dragon versus who we just saw, Buffalo. Wow.
Ooh. Tweedy might be breaking out Starfire.
Ooh.
Might be the first real Starfire that we've seen on More of the Gods so far.
The Flash.
No, we're going straight to Superman.
You know what?
He said that he was using Starfire early on in the tournament.
Fighters.
But
Tweedy,
but
oh my God.
he's also really good at this matchup in particular.
Yeah, but
because
he
has fought HoneyBee 40,000 times so far.
Begin.
He said he was he said he was going to run Starfire, and then I kind of
sure enough.
Yeah.
He says screw it, Echo. He's got you.
So you know what, Tweedy, let's go, man. 4-2-3 for the win. Superman has no mix against the mix master here of the Flash. Very good 4-2-3 punish. Here we go into the back 3. I thought it was going to drop there for a minute. Into some big damage. Okay, and Flash is going to have some big damage of himself.
Oh yeah, going tit for tat with the damage of Superman himself. Straights up, and that is going to do it. There is no air escaping these combos, but he drops it.
He's just standing there. I don't know what happened. We may have cursed him. I don't know.
Oh, yeah, that's an easy edge.
Wow.
There. Yeah, that's a huge shot from Tsunami. Might be some nerves. Might have been input error. That was definitely...
Tweedy seemed to have a read there, and then Tsunami just kind of forward-dashed in, which that whole exchange was pretty OD, actually. That was crazy.
Coming off the bars, Tweedy to guarantee a little bit more damage with that meter burn. And also deny the air escape. That was so smart from Tweedy at the end of that round. Came off the necessary resources to do the job. Not enough gravity there to go for a background bounce off the back grid already happened.
Wow.
It's very hard for Superman to get those kind of conversions and run him down to the corner. Here we go. Let's see if he
Tweedy
jumps
not
aside.
watching.
Immediate. The immediate wager.
Eat my dust.
Tsunami can do some damage here, and he does. It's not gonna bring it down that far, but oh no, the Tsunami has no meter to get that big flash damage. Oh wait a minute. Okay, I'm talking out of my. Really, that combo is so tight.
Oh, no, press the button.
You keep falling behind. Not anymore.
Tweedy still, oh no, he gets caught by the overhead. Tweedy, do not run Superman if you don't want to, sir. Please run Starfire if that's what you need to do. Tweedy, our Lord and Savior of not only Superman but Starfire, because we've only seen one match of Starfire in the 2 weeks she's been legal. So Tweedy has a chance to be the face of two characters.
Yeah, one game.
Starfire. The Flash.
And I can only imagine this matchup for Flash is probably really ridiculous.
Fighters approaching
Here
But
we
she
go.
did just get changed, but
Starfire with the noble colors. I see what you're doing,
Oh.
Tweedy. I see what you're doing.
I
like
didn't
the
catch
play.
that. Okay.
That's like Illusions early on. Always had that yellow and gold, or the black and gold, black and yellow, green arrow.
Okay, and traded up. We're getting some big cancel damage here. Doesn't quite get the bar in time, but broke the armor of the back three. Okay, Tsunami going in right now. And there's that little setup we saw earlier. Jesus Christ. Okay, Tsunami.
Here's to a speedy recovery.
Tweedy kind of on his heels right now.
Okay, some back three, but no conversion there from Tweedy. Oh, and that's that jump three. So disgusting. Coming in with that 4-2-2. Very far normal, but she can't get much off it.
Yeah, that jump three, it's like an air roundhouse. It hits everywhere. And her
wow.
wake up,
Starlight, star bright.
Tweedy almost
Her
gets
wake up is-
perfected, and then reperfects Tsunami. We're tied at 10-50 each.
yeah, man, we've seen it before. Tweedy can't ever really count him out. Will he trade cancel? Yes, he will, for a little bit more damage. And a throw. Reactionary. Very smart air tech right there by Tweedy, but now he's caught in a juggle again. What's the setup? And a wake up, and that is a punish. And that is what the Flash is so good at. All of his normals, armor break. Down 1-2, jump into 4-2-1, like all of his
No.
stuff. Back
Anything.
2-2. Yeah, Tweedy's got to be careful now.
Anything right now.
Is something distracting you?
Not anymore.
Just come off 2 bars, guarantee any chip. Oh, it just keeps even at 1.
Okay, Tweedy, this is where
Oh,
Tweedy
no.
is clutch. This is where Tweedy puts in the work. We've seen it before against the Flash. What's going to happen? Tsunami taunting him. And the trait that does oh no, that is a punish.
Yeah, had to be careful. That's a very fast super. It's one of those ones that's just a reactionary super anywhere on the screen. And Tsunami V going up 2-0 on Noble's Tweedy. Trying to make top 16 on the winner's side. Top 16 does start after this match, guys.
The Flash. Starfire.
Tweedy sticking with Starfire. You know what? Since he's been playing Starfire all night,
Approaching Arkham Asylum.
and then he felt compelled to go Superman one game. You know, that being his second match could have, you know, it just adjust him back to Starfire may have kind of
Yeah, he
put him on edge a little bit, but
Tsunami was off to a really big start that match too, and Tweedy was able to bring it back. It still played very well, just in a unfortunate situation, staring down Flash the super at the end, and a lot of hits done off that down 1-2 in the trade cancel. And great
you
fun.
see that a lot by Flashes now. They'll pressure with the trade on. It's really tough. You move so slow, but here we go. Tweedy getting some damage.
When that 4-2 doesn't go so far. And coming in with the ballerina spin. And like I said, her pressure game is it's awkward to deal with. Getting some big damage here, Tsunami, and coming off the bar. And going for some cross-up, and oh no!
Are you serious? Tsunami, please.
That was about as disgusting as a gas station egg sandwich. That was...
Can't. One thing I would like to see Tweedy do is, you know, not be afraid to be in so much. Tsunami may not know this matchup. She's such a new character. He might not know. She does have a little bit of mix in there. If you don't know the matchup, you may get caught by it. She's safe on pretty much anything anyway. Goes under that trait. Wow, and just out of range of down 1-2, Tsunami would have broken that armor had he been just an inch closer. But now this is scary.
Is something distracting you?
Not anymore.
Oh no.
Oh, and
Tweedy's
Tweedy
getting caught by all these lows.
trying to press the button with down 1-2's waiting for him, and doesn't break the armor. Unfortunate there. Great animation on that throw by Starfire as well. Shouts to NRS. The way that the camera follows is amazing as Tweedy's trying to bring this back again. And he's in a much better position. Tsunami does have a wager.
Oh no! And that's going to be cancel pressure. Tweedy has already used his clash, and that is going to do it. Tsunami moves on 3-0. Tweedy going down to the losers. Wow. Tsunami came in here tonight putting in work. Now I kind of wish I wouldn't have said Tweedy was the face of Superman, because he wouldn't have picked him, and maybe, you know, he wouldn't have had to make the adjustment, plus pick a new character in Starfire.
Thanks,
in the
Echo, for
second
giving
match.
Tweedy an OS.
So, yeah, that's just blame it on me, man. It's okay. Oh man. Oh well.
Oh.
He's still in this. Tweedy's still in there. He's still in there. Coming up next. Okay, here we go. So we're officially in top 16 now. We got Semiij versus
We
Red
are,
Legion.
but before we get started, guys,
Wait.
we're gonna do a quick break, and then we'll be back with top 16 action here on War of the Gods for you guys, where we are gonna get the action started with. We're moving Perfect Legend down 1. It's Perfect Legend versus Rewind as the second match, but our first matchup after we come back is going to be Semiij versus Revit Leafing. There's not going to be a single projectile on the screen, so let's get hype, and we will see you guys right after this break here on War of the Gods.
Are you ready? Are you ready? I said,
Maybe I'm foolish, maybe I'm blind, thinking I can see through this and see what's behind. Got no way to prove it, so maybe I'm lying. Take a look in the mirror, what do you see? Do you see it clearer, or are you deceived in what you believe? 'cause I'm only human after all, and you're only human after all. Don't put the blame on me. Don't put your blame on me. Some people got the real problems. Some people out of love. Some people think I can solve them. Lord heavens above, I'm only human after all. I'm only human after all. Don't put the blame on me. Don't put the blame on me. I'm only human. I do what I can. I'm just a man. I do what I can. Don't put the blame on me. Don't put your blame on me.
Everyone, welcome back to War of the Gods. Hope you guys enjoyed the break as much as I did.
Well, you're kind of a star of the break there. I would enjoy it too, but I don't because you're in it anyway.
Hello.
Anyway, let's go.
I'm gonna absolutely destroy Echo. Give me 16 weeks.
Jesus,
I got him, guys.
What-
Just for everyone watching at home, I got you.
All right, let's go. 16 weeks then. That'll be somewhere around season 3. All right. That's fun.
Yeah, that's.
If that's how long it takes you, man, that's okay. I'll be here. Let's go. Okay. Are we ready to get into this top 16?
Yep, we've got Semiij versus Revolution, waiting on Revolution to make his arrival here. He's going to be battling against Semiij here in our first match of top 16. Again, not going to be a single projectile on the screen if they stick to their mains, which is Catwoman versus Cheetah, which are very exciting matchups to watch because projectiles aren't they're not very viewer friendly.
Yeah,
especially especially here in Injustice 2 of recently. And also, shout outs to our competitors. Not a single dead shot in the bracket so far. Well, not on screen, so that helps make us look pretty good.
Yeah, he's definitely an offline character. We'll leave it at that. He's only good offline. Online, he kind of gets wrecked by connection. He can't really get his conversions and all that good stuff.
Oh, young Monster's actually in a match right now.
Oh, okay.
Which is why Revit cannot play this match. So, guys, give us 1 second. We'll just talk to you guys here. What's up, guys, at home? What are you guys up to? Let us know. Hashtag War of the Gods on Twitter. Let us know what you are up to right now besides watching War of the Gods. I'm going to get this started. This is always a fun one. Let's talk food, people. What are you eating? And speaking of social media, while you tweet to us, again, hashtag War of the Gods, tell us what you're eating. Because I'm all about that. I'm all about that food porn. Speaking of social media, give us a follow, give us a like and retweet. Give us all the love on Twitter. Twitter.com/StreamMe. Check out all the previous VODs and tournaments at YouTube.com/StreamMeVids. And give us a follow on Instagram. Instagram.com/stream_me. That's what you guys can do for everything that StreamMe is trying to do for the FGC and esports in general. We're really trying to put on good shows, and we're really good at getting you guys paid. So show us some love too, please. And if you guys are looking to stream, look no further. Stream.me. Create an account, stream, get 50 followers. You will get partnered. 70-30 split on all subs. And there's a lot of money on the line each and every month with the top streamer contest. I think if you're top 30 in points, you will get paid out every single month. Hashtag TeamStreamMe on Twitter. We do a lot of things here. We're still waiting on Revolution to get in here. And okay, here we go.
Okay, Forever King.
Looking for the current standings on War of the Gods? Do you think we can pull it up for him? Are we that good? Bam! Just like that. Just like a secret ingredient in an Emerald Lagasse show. Bam! We got it for you.
You had to bring Emerald on the show? I'm dead. Okay.
There are your standings right now. Top 8 after 10 weeks are going to be competing for a lot of moolah. $10,000. That's 10 followed by a couple zeros. Semiij sitting incredibly pretty at that number 1 seed. Dragon right behind him. SonicFox. Both those guys tied for second place. Rewind right behind him. Rewind still on the hunt here. On the winner's side, has to fight against Perfect Legend. Theo not making an appearance. Illusions, those guys. Tweedy still in a position to get points. Perfect Legend still in a position to get points. Forever King as well. These guys are fighting for a chance at $10,000 at the end of... This is week number 9. Then there's week 10, and it's over. That's it.
Yeah, that's kind of the sweet spot right there. 5th through about 9th or 10th, all those guys, I mean, they're within, you know, just a 20, 30 points here and there. So that's going to be the place to really look for. You know, a lot of those guys up 1st through about 5th, you know, they're pretty solidified, but those other guys are just scratching and clawing for those points and trying to get in that finale. And there's all your payouts right there, weekly prizes and the season finale. Look at all that money.
That's right, Echo. Look at all that money that's on the line. Top
Big
8
bucks, no whammies.
if you make it in the top 8 and you win one match, you're guaranteed money. Think about it. Think about it that way. And there's actually the current standings up until that are actually live. And let's see if we see any changes. PL, Perfect Legend, Forever King, Illusions, and Tweedy are all tied for points live. They all have 310 points right now.
Jesus.
And right below them is HoneyBee at 245, who has actually DQ'd himself from the rest of the tournament. So that is going to put him in a little bit of a pickle.
HoneyBee, why?
I should say,
well, you know,
big pickle if he's, I don't know. Screw it.
Just stop there.
I got pickles on my Pickle Rick! Anyways.
Man, HoneyBee,
again,
why?
4-way tie right there. Forever King, Perfect Legend, and Tweedy are still in this tournament, and they are going to be fighting for the points and try to guarantee their spot after week 10 to compete for the big bucks.
All right, Leaping says he's ready.
All right, let me toss this man another invite so he can compete with Semiij for top 8 winner side.
Hopefully everything, you know, that's all I was about to go into it. But anyway, HoneyBee, hopefully everything on the home front is okay. It's not like him to DQ himself, so hopefully everything is okay. You know, especially with everything going down right now. But
here we go. We have our match.
there we
and
go.
Revit.
Oh,
I completely
really?
lied to everyone's face. We get some projectiles on the screen as Starfire makes another appearance. Candyman got some pizza. Shout out to you, Candyman. I have no complaints. Pizza is, you can't hate pizza. You know.
I'm gonna imagine there's a GIF or a GIF under that post.
Oh, 100%.
Brayden holding pizza. Yeah, I'm pretty sure. I can bet on that.
And that is what it is. It is confirmed by our producer. That is the GIF that is underneath that post. Because Candyman is, you can read Candyman like a book. Breaking the armor off that jump too with Semiij. Gonna get a good position here. A little corner push if he wants to.
Oh no, and that wake up, but when she lands, she is safe. You got to blow her up while she's in the air. But that thing hits everywhere. Front, forward, above. All you can do is just be underneath.
Oh, no punish, low profiling. That high from Starfire. Trying to get the anti-air. She gets some decent damage off that anti-air as well. Getting the meter run back 3. See what kind of damage she can get. A lot of drops, and I think it's because of the lady hitbox he's looking at.
That was a really weird cross-up, and Semiij just blocked the wrong way, it looked like.
And that was a lot of damage off of it.
Yes, it was. Okay, Semiij. Cross-up of his own. Now, jump 3. Oh, and Leafing went for it. This is going to kill.
Pretty much even going in the second health bar. Semiij. Oh, very good use of that. I think he used the hit stun of that orb just to get out of the corner, because this is where Semiij can't just kill you. Waking up with a meterless fight kick, and that's going to cost Revit here.
Starstruck? Cat's gotta have secrets.
Starfire looks like Rihanna, I swear. She's so pretty. And her hair's on fire. Alright, here we go. No punish on the cat dash, though.
On a raw
Oh,
back
wow.
three, and Revit didn't even believe himself. He backdashed after it. His lack of faith is disturbing. And chip away is Semiij. That jump too so far. Well, the crack of that whip,
Catwoman
sending
wins.
Semiij up 1-0 on Revit.
Well, Semiij, one of the only other people that's picked Starfire, so he knows what's up with this character.
Catwoman. Cheetah.
Will we see Cheetah? Yes, we will. No games being played now. Leafing going in.
That was a good start for Revit,
Fighters approaching the
and
Batcave.
I liked what I saw. And we'll see what happens with Cheetah, but I kind of like the Starfire pick. Just a couple things didn't go his way at the end.
I mean, he was kind of playing a little crazy, a little.
Yeah, he was. But you know what? That's
I mean-
that's Revit's style.
It is.
And already going crazy. That does 300 damage. That's more than most people's B&Bs. That's bigger than an Aquaman 1-bar B&B right now.
You see Leafing getting rid of these interactables too, saying no, Semiij, you'll not use these.
Oh, and there we go. Has a punish with Cheetah. Oh, great tick throw. What a start from Revit.
Oh, absolutely. And Semiij kind of grasping here for anything. 2 cat dashes now. It actually opens him up. About 3 dashes, really mixing him up here.
Still hitting so hard as Catwoman. And already
One suitcase. Oh, and Leafing scouted it, and the dive in.
that was perfect for him on that dive. I'd easily give that a 5.0. You know what I mean?
5 out of what?
5 out of 5 right there.
Okay, 5 out of 5. I respect it. And the meter burn, 4-3.
Is going perfectly. I relish the challenge.
And I like this. Redline in the chat says it's time to see who is the queen of the cats. I like that.
Oh, and the
Ooh.
jump 2. I remember that's jump or jump 1, but very active even behind her. And catches Semiij there. Look at Revit.
His traits almost filled back up. Even if, well, he doesn't need it anyway. Leafing ties it up 1-1 now.
Wins.
Will we see Semiij go with Starfire?
We're about to find out.
Catwoman.
Sticking
No.
with Catwoman. Semiij has he's always been one of those guys that just wants to,
Fighters approaching Fortress
instead of go for
Solitude.
an outright counter pick unless it's incredibly swayed against his favor. He really likes finding out how to overcome
Begin.
every single matchup in the game. It looks like
Oh, for sure.
Yeah, even with Melina and MK, never came off Melina.
What?
Melina also helped, and same with Catwoman early on. Captain Cold probably being the only exception to the rule. What a backdash.
Oh, and a perfect backdash. Wow.
Going through the dive. Getting a background bounce. And some decent damage as well, hitting for 400 mid-screen.
When the cat claws are out, high damage incoming. And you can see Semiij, instead of using jump in 2 as an offensive tool usually, now he's got to use it defensively. He's got to catch her in the air. And another cat dash on block. Semiij kind of risking it. And a good whiff punish. This should close it out so long as he doesn't drop it.
And a big off stream update. Looks like Icarus eliminates Forever King. 3-2.
Hey, okay, my man Icarus, another Fate player.
Dr.
Let's
Fate
go.
boys.
Let's go.
If true, that's gonna hinder Forever King's
Embrace your inner feline
situation in the
and
points where
have
he's
your
tied up with a
shot.
few guys right now.
Icarus putting in that work. Semiij right now, still on his first health bar. Leafing's got a little bit of work. Got him with the sweep. Goes under the jump into. I'm so surprised. I'm picking up Cheetah just for that.
Now, ladies and gentlemen in the chat, please hold him to that.
Man, I would make such a bad Cheetah player. Totally not my style, but maybe I just got to summon the inner Leafing in me.
Oh, the meteor cancel cut. Semiij trying to jump away.
He's got claws out. This
Oh
damage.
my god, the 556 damage. But still not enough so far. Semiij is still in a good position and has a wager. And then when he dives,
Oh
yeah,
my
watch out for your
God.
escape. He did have the bar. Ooh. Anything is possible right now, guys. Do you guys believe magic? And gets the punish!
That is a punish.
Honor among thieves. I'll flay you for the goddess.
Uphill battle now. 15 health, and the cat dash
wow.
comes back to finish the job. Semiij is going up 2-1 now.
Is that really necessary? Does she need an on-screen tornado to cover that? Like, it's like a vacuum cleaner. If you jump, she just goes everywhere, back and forth until she catches you. Ridiculous. Does she need it?
Woman. Cheetah.
Let's that's a debate for another time, perhaps, Echo. And as Semiij goes up 2-1 now, Vapar saying good games, everyone on War of the Gods. Says he couldn't make it to his last match, but hey, man, thanks for competing. We really appreciate it here.
Yeah, for sure, man.
Begin.
Here we go. Will Leafing tie this thing up and take us to a game 5.
Oh man, and Semiij just checked his
Two
card
of
to
them.
Firestone because he's catching the tires right now.
Oh no. Not starting off great for Semiij here. Backdash by Leafing. Oh, and we're burning the bar. We're getting the damage. We're trying to catch up here. Wow, and the cheeky little cross-up setup there. Wow, and the whiff jump normal into a dive. The mind games we play in the air.
Oh
wow.
man, that 4-3.
Commit.
That's that 2 for 2 Revit Leafing on a back 3 and a 4-3. Not believing.
Don't ever.
And forcing the early
At
wager. Revit
least
does have a
make
lot
it
of meter here.
interesting. You just watch me.
If he can take Semiij's health bar right now, he'll be in a great position with meter and health. Oh, go for the chip. So smart.
Feel your life slipping away?
I've noticed in the ship situation, he really relies heavily on those down ones in the DPs. And this is a good position. Has the meter. Ooh, claws up. That just makes you.
Oh no.
It just makes you so afraid. And 500 damage off of an air-to-air. Are you kidding me?
And which side is he on? Nobody even knows. Not even Leafing knows.
Oh my gosh, we're going to a game 5 out of nowhere. Revit Leafing off the top rope, getting the RKO on Semiij. Looking to become a legend killer tonight. This is a game 5 situation, guys. Semiij, Revit Leafing going at it. That was ridiculous.
This is kind of where we always see Leafing just go absolutely nuts when everything is on the line.
Fighters approaching Brainiac.
Always
Yes,
the
we
clutch
have seen
factor,
it
man.
before, where with his back to the wall, and his playstyle where he can just go 0 to 100 and play. He plays pretty nuts, but it pays off.
Yeah,
Begin.
it does. And with a character like Cheetah, she can mix you, she can grab you. There's so much mix in there when she gets in. And just look how mobile she is. We've been all the way to the left side and now all the way to the right side. And really nobody's even been touched.
And that 4-3, a bigger hitbox than even I expect.
What is this? What are we doing? Okay.
Semiij's getting a little bit of a taste of his own medicine, though, with all these backdashes from Revit. And trying to backdash
he
himself.
caught him.
Just tempting Semiij to come forward. And every time he just lands and fills the space. Good challenge there by Semiij, though.
Leafing kind of toying with it right now. Just, wow, and the delayed sweep. The ultimate mix.
There's the knockdown. Revit Leafing trying to send Semiij home. He's won so many weeks of War of the Gods. Number 1 in points by far. And very good conversion by Semiij.
Yeah, Brainiac ship one of the harder background bounces to convert off of, and very good composure by Semiij.
Never had it.
Despite getting a full tour of Brainiac ship, Semiij has only lost half health. Leafing kind of playing out of character right now. I'm not sure, if he's just playing some mind games, but he's got to focus on this. Semiij, not somebody you want to mess with, but we're in a game 5 and both tied even on the second health bar with 2 bars each.
And trying to push into the corner of Semiij. Oh, coming to the cat dash, and there we go, the punish from Revit. Loves that in this matchup.
We didn't see the punishes with Starfire on that cat dash, despite how many came out, and he blocked. But this is his main. The claws are out. He's gassed up.
Oh, look at the damage that's about to happen. 300 damage. And he is mixed up again. That's another 300. He only needs one more. And another one. That is it. Okay, not yet. Oh my God. 4 in a row. 4 in a row by Revit Leafing. Noble Semiij. Going down to the loser side of the bracket. Revit Leafing, top 8 winners for week number 9.
My God.
That was actually ridiculous.
That was disgusting. Revit Leafing, sir. Oh my God. Welcome to top 8. And in winners, taking down Semiij. Wow.
Wow, indeed.
I mean, what do you say, man? Just the entire first, 60 seconds of that match was just going back and forth, and then all of a sudden, those 4 bars were being, I don't even know what to say, man. Just, they were spent, and the damage, okay. We're moving on to Rewind versus Perfect Legend, and I don't know. Maybe the Flash versus Brainiac. I don't know who Rewind's playing these days.
I'm not too sure either. I'm not too sure who's going to go in this matchup on. And yeah, Perfect Legend. If I was a betting man, it would be on Brainiac.
Oh yeah, for sure. Perfect Legend. Really liking Brainiac. Really, the first Brainiac we saw, even really putting in that work and making that character look more than what he looked like on paper, and still sticking with it, still making him look good, and maybe, we have a young Tekken master out there using Brainiac now. Maybe, PL influencing people around here these days.
And just even at East Coast Throwdown, just did a couple things differently than Perfect Legend, but you could tell that the game plan was incredibly similar with the use of trait, following up after strings, things like that. Just had different conversions here and there, and different combos. But you could tell that he could see how the use of trait and everything was going down.
The Flash.
And Rewind.
There's so much salt in the chat right now from that last match.
Okay, Flash versus Brainiac. Here we go, guys.
Yep. And, maybe Rewind, maybe he's no longer the big red machine anymore. Maybe he's a different sort of red machine, I guess, now that he's with the Scarlet Flash. But I'm not even sure what color that is, like a teal.
And this is gonna be a decent matchup for Brainiac. Any matchup where he doesn't have to deal with high projectiles it's pretty decent for him. Once he gets knocked down, and once he gets space going for back 1-2s, extended down ones like you saw there. Anywhere where he can use his tools, or any matchup where he can really use all of his tools, is a pretty good day at the office. That's why they really like matchups like Catwoman. But matchups go out the window once these kind of things happen. And that was a huge shot from Rewind. Looks like he crossed himself up by going under Brainiac there.
One thing I know Flash's down 2 is real good. May be able to contest Brainiac in the air, but there's a lot of stuff going on these days when Brainiac's in the air. It's no longer just swinging around and dive kicking. There's a lot of stuff coming out. Woo! And beats the wake up.
Keeping us even here. That trade is going to punish, coming down from the skies, and gets
Didn't think you'd be this fast.
the Clash on the other side.
Advantage of a 12th level intellect.
It's very, very smart by Rewind to know that dash from Brainiac was going to hit behind him, so he wagered the correct way. Dive kicks, and great back dash. As long as he hits him at just the tip, They are safe even from 6-frame buttons.
Because he needs it so much.
Because he needs it. That's right. And some of the damage that people are finding with a trait loaded, insane. SonicFox even posting up some 650 damage combos for 1 bar. And that is going to do a decent amount of damage.
I don't know if it's going to kill, though. There was a down 2 in there. And there's your Black Manta making his entrance into Injustice 2 next week. Oh,
ooh, scary situation
he's
here.
sitting on 4 bars in a clash. He cannot get hit, and he does.
Great play from Rewind. Perfect Legend. Got his game going early on. Was able to play the space, following the traits. But Rewind, again, matchups don't really matter when the flash is hitting you.
That's true. Yeah, everybody's going to get mixed. It doesn't matter.
That's right. Everyone holds the mix.
The Flash.
Ooh, I thought.
PL possibly thinking of a switch. He has quite a few characters. He's got Bats, Soups, a few others.
Oh, he's going to stick with Brainiac. Okay.
Fighters approaching the Joker's playground.
And I'm not sure. Looks like Young Monster may have got DQ'd. I'm not sure.
We'll let the admins handle that. We're about to talk about some more Brainiac. And the extended down one. Off the whip dive kick. Oh, no. So, also, interactables can sway matchup numbers as well. But it's okay. Brainiac can throw them as well. Getting very aggressive there was Rewind. I respect the play. Cross up dive kick. Ooh, that's a really bad input. For any Brainiac player, you sit there dangling those tentacles all day.
You can see somebody mentioned on Twitter earlier about the instant dive kick punish, and you can see PL trying to do that on a lot of this stuff.
Yeah, that's what's tricky. Going for an instant dive kick is that you can get that anti-air tentacle. Oh, wow.
Oh, so that's the input error. Okay, I got you.
Yep. Because you go for a down back to a down back, or down back to a down, and you get down back 2, which is the entire thing. Oh, that looked like it could have been a punish. It looked like that dive kick hit pretty high on the hitbox. And Rewind, he's playing really well in the matchup.
Oh, for sure.
He is
not really known for his flash yet, but
yeah, he is not letting PL get away with too much murder. Beautiful air escape there. Has the knowledge already early on. Yeah, safe. Ooh. Checking the dive kick and getting hit by the extended down one. That is the mix. Down 1 and dive kick. Low, overhead, low, overhead, low, overhead, 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 overhead.
And all of a sudden we're playing MKX again and tries to air tech and gets caught just by the tip of the toes. Some big damage here. PL still not going to clash. He doesn't have the same amount of meter and the cross up Sonic Pound.
And how does one block that?
The Flash wins.
Such a scary situation.
I wouldn't have blocked that. Rewind 2-0 over StreamMe's Perfect Legend, trying to stop this man from getting winners top 8. PL needs these points. With Forever King falling, he is in a prime position to maintain that top 8 position going into week number 10. And if he can do well there, make it to the finale.
Yeah, he's in that spot where all those guys are tied. He's got to make something happen here. Will he go Brainiac? This is his last choice.
This is the winner side of his tournament on the line. So still has a chance if he gets sent down to losers, or we'll see if he can make a huge comeback here.
Batman.
And go into Bats. We haven't seen Perfect Legend's Batman in quite a while, and he really dazzled everyone in the first couple weeks.
Fighters approaching Atlantis.
Well, he's got some tech hidden around there. I don't know if we'll see it tonight. You know, I don't know if he's trying to save it, but he's been finding a lot of little tricky things with Batman lately. I've talked to him a couple times, and there's some dirty stuff he's got set up now. I don't know how well it works against Flash.
very good backdashes by Rewind, showing that Batman knowledge.
Oh, for sure.
Exposing that gap in back 3-3-2.
It's very useful, especially because Batman's love to back 1-1 trait cancel into buttons, and if you can backdash the trait cancel and they go into buttons, you can whiff punish. And the down 2 wasn't able to convert. Looked like he may have been able to pull it back 2 there, but
Getting the corner push here, so scary. Waking up, and that was actually a punish with the ground pound. Could have extended that combo.
And commits.
You mentioned that earlier, where you think there's going to be a gap, you try to expose it, and he does the lightning kicks.
Exactly. Always a little mind game there. If you're willing to play it, sometimes you can just hold it, and if he lets the kick go and punish, but...
Oh no, crouching it with the running man stance. Doesn't going to punish, go for a cross-up, does go for the cross-up, but rolling out of it, coming down the People's Elbow from Perfect Legend.
You mentioned it before, King. You thought King was going to do it, but we finally got it.
Very good, throws that one. Able to catch running man stance, that down 2 a little too early.
It's been a while since we fought. You're still a step slow.
You see guys throw really preemptive down 2s to try to catch that jump 2 before the active frames get to you. And a little too early on that one. Losing out. And, oh, could have been a punish there as well. And puts himself in the corner.
Really good spot. PL just opting to stay back. Let Rewind try and find his way in, but now burning the bar for the restand. Jump in 2, cross up. PL caught him with the trait bat. Not going to be huge damage. Still one more combo to go. And no punish.
Oh, the People's Elbow again. Off the glitter. Rewind closing up the bar of health with the headbutt. But look at the lead that Perfect Legend has right now. Trying to get back in this match. Has to reverse 3-0 this man to stay alive.
A meter burn battering. Ooh. Nice down 2. Almost got the 4-3. Rewind. Caught him with the mix. 4-2.
Done with the regime. Never again, Bruce.
And did you see the read that PL went for in the middle of that running man stance pressure? Expected the overhead, put out the parry, getting caught by the down 1-2. And down 1-2 over and over and over again. Says, okay, I saw you parry. And beautiful.
Oh man.
Scared
PL
situation.
letting this slip away. Rewind sitting on, okay.
Oh, okay, barely closing out. It's Perfect Legend. Getting one on the board, 1-2 against Hara's Rewind.
Batman wins.
Impressive showing there. Now, will Rewind stick to Flash? Who knows? But impressive stuff there. PL almost let that one get away from him. Rewind was sitting on under 100 health for a very long time.
Atrocitus.
Oh, and we might get the big red machine.
Oh, man.
Yes, we are. Okay.
Fighters approaching contact.
Hellfire and Brimstone upon us.
And we saw the success of Atrocitus versus Batman earlier with Get Wrecked and Forever King. Even though it was incredibly close, King potentially had he had the killing combo and dropped it. But just how close that matchup was. Rewind had to have saw that and got a little bit of inspiration. Or this might just be his pick for Batman.
Not able to convert off that. Still in the hit stun.
Oh no! It goes right into the active frames you mentioned earlier. It's still really hard to do with the active frames. And you saw what King did every time. He just did a down 1 and then used those plus frames on hit and generated pressure. Instead of trying to actually stand up and get a punish.
It's so ridiculous to deal with. It's so, and this pressure right now. You're just on lockdown. Push block, gets a trade away. Instinctively, you want to zone out Atrocitus, but you know that whole time his trait is just building up, and eventually he's going to come in, and that shield is going to protect him.
Go for the cross-up, good block by Rewind.
A nice whip punish there by Rewind. Perfect Legend kind of on his heels, trying to keep him away. Good block and a good punish, and this should get rid of Dexstar. No. Air tech saved him and a push block.
No bar to extend that. And he needs something here. Great punish with the blood puddle. Keeping it unwagerable. So smart. Namita back three. Breaking out the Kryptonian gauntlet. It's Perfect Legend trying to stay alive. He needs 2 straight games if he wants to make it out of this thing alive.
He's going to pretty much even up this thing as long as he doesn't drop this combo. Now we're sitting pretty even.
Oh,
and no whip punish.
He made it out of the proverbial blender there. And you have to be careful with these trades because if it's close enough, Atrocitus can still get a continuation.
He's got to watch his feet here. Rewind, just looking for a puddle, and there it is.
Oh, now he's just going to get a lot of chip. Dexstar, Blood Bolt. Dexstar's going to be coming, and that's going to do it. Rewind, 3-1 over Perfect Legend on the winner's side, making top 8 once again. Welcome back, sir. Breaking out the big red machine.
Yeah, PL got caught by the puddle just a little bit too often there towards the end. I know that's not what he was looking for. Rewind. He's back, baby. Big red machine has returned. But yeah. I know PL's not happy about that one.
And up next, we've got Noble's Dragon versus Buffalo.
Ooh, okay. Maybe some Black Adam and SubZero here, I think. Or Wonder Woman, because Dragon does have a Wonder Woman in there. I'm not sure of the Wonder Woman sub matchup, but I'm sure that shield helps a lot.
It's really crazy how someone like Dragon can pick up a character like Wonder Woman who's off everyone's radar and pretty low on a lot of people's, and especially initial tier lists. And to see Dragon play her and just kind of play her the way that Dragon plays, and even at a tournament like ECT, you start to see some complaints, and I'm like, come on, man, he picked up Wonder Woman. And Dragon's just that good.
Yeah, well, he can't make Ivy work for some reason. I don't know. I want to see.
I know.
This
Come
man,
on, Dragon. Come on, Dragon. We've wanted Ivy since day one.
And there's some out there, man. Just for some reason, not Dragon. Maybe just not feeling it. I remember when that character was revealed. Do you remember that video that Dragon put out? I mean, it was one of the most ridiculous videos, but he was so hyped for that character, and then he was like, "Oh no, Aquaman." So I don't know. You know there's a couple Ivy players still out there, man, putting in the work. So we'll see.
Here we go. Oh, I invited the wrong person. My bad. My bad,
Nice.
King.
Nice.
My bad. They both have MK underscore under their name. My bad. My bad, guys.
So
right, now
I'm going to give you guys a rundown of what's coming. We have Dragon and Buffalo now, then Get Wrecked versus Tsunami, and then we have some loser stuff coming on. Right now, all we know for sure is VTech versus Perfect Legend. We still have Semiij waiting for his opponent and Gunny.
There we go.
Gun Show, sorry. And that's all we know. So there's a couple more matches to be figured out down there. You invited somebody that's been...
Yep.
That's not even in the tournament anymore.
Yep.
Okay.
Yep.
Man.
I did. I gave King a little bit of life there, and that's King. That's 100% my bad.
Vapor, yes. Registered for week number 10, the last week of pool play before the finals. Good stuff, man. Hopefully we get to see you in that week 10 on stream sometime. What happened to our Lord and Savior of the Swamp, Crazy Fingers? What happened?
We'll have to find out from him on Twitter.
Yeah, I need to look.
Yeah.
I need to look.
We
are getting that Black Adam versus SubZero though.
I'm so sorry, King. I gave him a losers run there for a second. But no, we do have Buffalo versus Dragon here. With the characters that we initially thought. Black Adam, SubZero. First hit, first blood going to Buffalo, getting that bar. getting those plus frames. A good interrupt on a down one Dragon. One of the best in the business at interrupting down one specials.
And a good challenge by Buffalo there. Not letting Dragon get away with too much. And the down two into an ice blast. Oh, and here we go with the mix. Dragon not watching his feet, which is really the only mix that SubZero has. Dragon still not watching his feet here and crouches the command grab. And the punish on deck by Buffalo should close it. Wow, that was quick.
That was a beautiful start from Buffalo. That is a prime example of the mix in the corner by this man. And very good check with the Palpatine hands, getting rid of the clone from Dragon. Oh, no, putting himself in the corner of those. Buffalo. Ooh, getting clipped by the overhead in the 1-1-2 string.
That's pretty decent damage.
Instant. That was one of the most instant jump ones I've ever seen in my life. Dragon, calm down.
And decides to do the meter burn roll, not the slide as we've come to see. The recovers incredibly fast. Oh, and Buffalo knows he could have got a slide there as a punish, but thought he was in range of that normal to punish.
Ooh, and he has been
a good grab. Woo!
He has had a high hit rate on EX Ice Ball with SubZero, and taking game number one is Buffalo here, bringing the hammer down. 1-0 now over Evo champ Dragon with the Lin Kuei Grandmaster SubZero Buffalo.
Putting on a clinic tonight, man. This is the Buffalo that we grew to watch in MKX. Just very offensive SubZero. Just using everything correctly. I mean,
yeah, it was.
It's hard to dial down to an actual word of a playstyle. He's just, you can tell his love for this character and his playstyle, man. It's crazy.
Yeah, the first thing I was really impressed with Buffalo, the first time I ever saw him play, was the use of everything SubZero had and the ways that he found to build meter optimally at every opportunity possible. And as you mentioned, just use everything at his disposal with SubZero. And he's already found so many optimal ways to do damage and setups here in MKX with him.
Yeah, for sure. I mean, he would do so many swaggy combos, and like you said, build meter. He would whiff slides or whiff specials just while they were frozen. Just optimal stuff, man. Dragon just wanting to catch him with his black magic, and Buffalo wakes up with the standing ones. And Dragon now finds himself in the corner without an interactable to use.
Ooh, and those Palpatines are stopping those clones from Buffalo, and we're dead even right now. Anything's possible, and getting him once again. Anytime that he sees that trait clone come out, he throws out the lightning hands.
Yeah, that's good to see that. Dragon using those hands. It has such deceptive range. I mean, it'll catch you, just within jump-in distance. So it's a good check.
Doing the chip. The 4-2 is kind of risky after that, but everyone's going to respect that down one, so pretty easy way to get away with here. And following it in, trying to catch him with a double overhead. Opened up Dragon with it earlier before, but Dragon, one of the masters of defense in NRS games.
Oh, and gets caught by the clone throw. Dragon sitting on 4 bars right now.
And there's that risk.
And he will super.
There's that risk of 4-2 after the EX shatter. Not guaranteed. Blowing it up. And that is going to kill. 412 damage. Dragon tying us up at 1-1.
Black Adam wins.
I think maybe the first super from Black Adam we've seen on stream. I don't think we've seen that this season. Couple supers coming out tonight. Okay, I like it.
Yeah.
I don't expect any changes. I do wonder, though, if Buffalo wins this match, if Dragon brings out the Wonder Woman. I mean, he's doing really good because he's checking with those Palpatines.
Yeah, that's where I think that's the difference in the matchup is that that goes through the ice clone, and I believe on some blocks and cancels in the trait, it actually punishes it. Oh no, huge drop early on for Buffalo. Awkward situation to get a conversion in the background math there. She should have just gone for the normal B&B, which is the 4-3 hammer. He's hit the bar. He's going to go for the restand. He is. Oh, instead he goes for the damage.
Glad, yes. Buffalo with these NJPs just jailing Black Adam in here. And it's got to be really scary on Dragon's end to be knocked down, have to deal with the clone, no wake up.
Be glad this is not the tournament.
I wouldn't be surprised if there's setups with the clone to just kill Black Adam if he wakes up. And just look how close it is. It looked like he was going to jump on the toe of the clone and get frozen there. Dragon not able to get anything going.
What a conversion off of the forward 2, but knew that he didn't want Dragon to clash. So did a stand 1. He says, okay, I have these conversions, but I got to drop this now.
That mid is so good. And Buffalo looked like he was going for the kill there with that throw. And the meaty Black Magic. Push block. Buffalo has no meter now. And the whip punish.
I'm immune to your trickery. I will freeze your fire.
Dragon burns all the meter he had.
Taking the last bar of health, Noble Dragon now. Getting ready to climb Mount Olympus if he wants to win this game. Getting pushed to the corner. This is scary. This is where he's been locked down for almost the entirety of this game number 3. Got caught out of the startup of the hands.
Oh, and that's going to do it. And he
Oh,
jumped
no!
in. Oh, and the wake up works. Wait a minute.
It's not a wake up. 1.41 health left on Dragon. And oh, man.
Oh my God, he doesn't. If this was pre-patch, okay. That could have turned into something different if Black Adam could steal a combo off of that.
A 2-1 lead now for Buffalo. Showing off how SubZero should be played here in Injustice 2, and it's so rare to see, and this kid has already mastered his character. He's been waiting. Once SubZero was shown, I imagine right the moment that character dropped, he hyperbolic time chambered it right up.
Yeah, for sure, man. It's always something when your character makes it in a game that you're playing still. I'm so happy that Raiden's coming in. A lot of people aren't, but you know what? It is what it is, man. Buffalo pretty much the face of SubZero at this point. Oh, and that's gonna. Dragon just forced a block here, and it looks like Dragon is waiting for Sub to jump to get that down too, but it's not paying off yet. But Dragon's got him in the corner.
Oh, and good hitting with the slide to get the push to the corner. They gave him that meterlessly here in Injustice, and that cost a bar back in X.
There you see it. Oh, and wow, the dive kick actually, he went over to 4-3. Lucky for Dragon, he didn't get caught. And the whiff punish.
10-50 is all the damage needed from Buffalo to send Dragon into losers right now. And that pushback got him out of range of the hands. But that did combo. Down 1 trait. Down 1 lightning hands. Forcing the early wager. Buffalo in control right now.
I fear no sorcery.
Okay, we're tied. Dragon's got to find his way out of this corner, though. This is where things start getting really, really bad.
Oh, and the plus frames, here we go. This is so deadly. And going back in.
And he got him into the setup.
And this should do it. 1-1, there we go. Buffalo with the 3-1 victory over Noble Dragon. Winners, top 8. SubZero, ladies and gentlemen, using the element which gives life.
Yeah, I see what you did there, sir. I see what you did there. Katana's not here, not yet.
Congratulations, good job, Buffalo with SubZero, putting him on the map a little bit. We'll see going into the future of Injustice 2.
Yeah, man, we'll see. Taking down the Evo champ. I mean, Dragon's still in here. He's going down to losers, but that was impressive play. That was impressive play. I'm sure if they meet up during top 8 at some point, Dragon may not use the Black Adam. I really saw what he was doing there. It just wasn't paying off for him. The times it did pay off, it was perfect. But you know, Buffalo with the reads that he had, and it didn't look like Black Adam had too many answers to what Buffalo was doing. And we saw the wake up work once. That poor wake up. That poor man.
And it went through a clone and a jump in.
Right.
Did that lightning cage? That was a little bit suspect there, guys, if I may say so myself. All right, we got Get Wrecked versus Tsunami. Up next, the big red machine himself, Atrocitus, versus the Flash. On paper.
This is going to be, man, all these are going to be fun. I say it every week, but it just is. Like, you get Wrecked in here, you got Tsunami. You know, a lot of firsts that we've seen on War of the Gods, especially this far. Get Wrecked rocking that gold tournament skin yet again. And Tsunami with the wings that you talked about. Jesus. This man's already got the legendary gear.
Yeah, it looks so good. Oh, a lot of breaths early on from Get Wrecked. Trying to shut down a lot of space. It covers so much, and it's active forever, as you mentioned. Do not try to jump with this man. And if you jump with this man, with that breath out, full combo, by the way. Have a nice day at the office.
Yeah, you got to be real careful. That breath is just so good. I don't know how we missed it during the beta. Maybe it just wasn't that good.
Right into the active frames, just like that.
Mix. And that's one thing about Get Wrecked. He rarely commits to that mix. Usually the breath is coming out into more pressure. And the down two.
Wow, what a start. That was a train wreck from Get Wrecked right there. Breath, down one breath. This man's throwing them all out. Stopping so much approach, and that's what the Flash needs in this matchup. That's the only thing that he has, is the approach, and that breath has shut it down early for Tsunami. What a meter burn!
Didn't think you'd be this fast.
I will dictate the pace.
Shades of Rewind, throwing that 4-2 into the meter burn cancel. It's not even a mix-up, but it's a mix-up.
Okay, we're going back to the corner. Dextar's almost back. Meter burns, just look at the range on that. Okay, and what's the setup? Running man stance. And a very good block there.
Back building the space and putting the active frames out there, and ooh, got caught going for the slower of the two normals there. Tsunami's going to take the first bar out there as long as he completes his mission, which is the combo, and that's going to close out the first bar out.
Can we hurry this up?
Oh my gosh, did you see the buffer into the air breath there? Full combo, Dextar's out. Let's have some fun, meter burn cancel. Wow. That's going to do it.
Atrocitus wins.
This man with his bounce cancels.
That was ridiculous.
By the way, we were talking about Crazy Fingers earlier, and he finished 33rd, lost 3-2 to Vapor in losers finals of his pool. So,
but was it with Swamp Thing? That's another question.
Yeah, that's true. We'll have to look at that.
Picks Deadshot in Game 5. Thanks, Crazy.
That's one cool thing we don't ever talk about on Smash is, you know, when you're putting in your score, you can also put a picture of your character on there. So, you know, if you're proud of your character and your character use, you can just put that on there and say, yeah, I won this bad matchup. What's up?
And go.
Tsunami. Switching to the Superman here. I just now caught wind of this.
Yeah, the laser is very annoying, but we saw early on in Justice 2's lifespan, Atrocitus players do really well against Superman as long as they utilize the shield on Dexstar to find their way into the zoning. And he looks as comfortable as can be sitting next to anyone in the game, it looks like.
No mix. Jump in by Tsunami, down 1.
Oh, it's so close to getting that breath. Or the vomit on the air net jump one from Superman.
And that breath just barely caught him. And
oh my goodness.
Okay.
It's like he knew.
Oh, he definitely knew. This man knows. Oh, and just caught him there after the backdash. Not even sure if that was recovery. May have went into a button, I'm not sure, but Tsunami closing out the first health bar? No. 5 hit points left and a punch float to punish the air laser.
That was a beautiful punish.
Wait a minute. Down 2 into Dexstar? No, down 2 whiffs. Okay.
Breath pressure, following it with Dexstar, and very good push block. That put Atrocitus so far away. Dexstar's gone. Didn't get the conversion off the breath. Coming with the hammer. No! Stood up into the active frames. Not like this.
I told you, it's still the same.
Oh, God! It's there forever. And here we go. Get wrecked. Taking game number 2. Tsunami looks a little lost against this onslaught of Atrocitus. Get wrecked. Keeping Atrocitus really alive. He's the only one putting in the work right now at the highest level. Rewind still has that pocket, but we haven't seen Get Wrecked. You know, we haven't seen him forced to come off him yet, which is what's really nice to see. And he looks so comfortable with this character. All the conversions are there. I mentioned he looked incredibly comfortable sitting right next to Superman, throwing out down ones, throwing out breaths, going back to the flash. Look for those the vomits from Atrocitus to shut down the approach game, the running man stance game from the flash.
Yeah, we'll see, man. Tsunami's got such a hill to climb and so far behind now, but just Get Wrecked controlling so much space. And Tsunami just cannot get anything started. Every time he jumps, up breath. Every time he crouches or gets under pressure, the breath is coming, the active frames. And now Dexstar's giving him problems.
Look at all those chips. Set up the active frames again. Not like this. It's just keeping him locked down in the corner. He says, go ahead, use the interactable. You're not getting out of here. Finally getting one good read, but he has no resources to follow that up. Echo, none whatsoever.
Okay, and here we go. It's going to be scaled damage, but it's still going to be good. Oh no, and not really what he wanted there. Get wrecked, delay and wake up, which is what you should be doing. Flash has so many mixed setups, you just got to delay and hope that you have the right read, and here we go. Wake up.
Oh,
trade is active.
At least he got some damage out of it. That trade activation, trying to slide in those DMs. Which inactivation of the trade does get a full combo, so it's not a terrible option at all. And flame for flame. Get Wrecked still getting better than the trade. Meter Burn cancel. No. Oh my goodness. Doesn't get the max damage, but wow, did that hurt already. And the anti-air breath. Oh no. Tsunami. Deer to headlights right now. Get Wrecked 3-0. Made it to the winner's side of top 8. This winner's side of top 8 is already lit. New guys all over the place.
All over it.
What a performance. Get Wrecked, we talked about. One of those guys that has to be on everyone's radar. Look at how well this man is playing.
If not then, he definitely is now. This kid is coming to get paid today.
And Tsunami as well, up-and-comer. That almost came out of nowhere and just started doing really well and has a really good flash. I love some things that he does differently than other flash players. Different setups here. And I was really impressed with him at East Coast Throwdown. Handling pressure really well in situations where he was new to the stage, new to facing these big names and still kept his composure. With that being said, he also plays the Flash.
Yeah, and he's going down to play Tweedy in Losers. And we will be seeing that. I think that may be what will send us home tonight. I think that will be the last match, I think.
And that is the run back that Tweedy has been wanting this whole time.
So yeah, we have Semiij versus Young Monster coming up. Okay, and then we got VTech versus Perfect Legend, Gun Show versus Dragon, and then Tweedy versus Tsunami. And I think that will wrap it up, I think. So we got about 4 matches ahead of us.
Yep, all right, yep. We've got Semiij versus the other young brother. We'll see if they can double eliminate Semiij here. We're putting Semiij on first because he's currently getting hit by a ridiculous hurricane. So we're trying to get his matches out before he could potentially lose power. And then after that, VTech versus Perfect Legend. VTech doing really well. Wow.
Oh yeah, he's still here, man.
Gun Show as well against Dragon, and Tweedy versus Tsunami to close us out, as you mentioned.
Yeah, a shout out to Semiij, man. He's got 2 or 3 times more points than everybody else, and he's still here grinding through a hurricane nonetheless. This man's a competitor at heart. He could easily just say, you know what, my house is being ripped away. I can't play today. But no, he's here to get these points and stay in first.
He ain't afraid of no hurricanes. Okay, he's one of those guys that no matter what wants to play the game. Very passionate, and I respect it fully. But if you see Semiij disappear during this match, you guys will know why.
Right, it's definitely not a rage quit, or maybe that's just the OS. I don't know. No, I'm just kidding. Yeah, it's going to be an interesting. However this ends, this is going to be a very interesting top 8 this week. There's just there's way more new names.
I believe we actually have the bracket already put together. If we can take a look at it right before this match starts, not all the way yet. That winner's side is very interesting, so we'll try to get that updated and show you guys what the bracket's looking like. On the winner's side, this is going to be the 4 matches to set our losers top 8. Semiij, Young Monster. This is the pick that we see even Dragon going with in this matchup. Tossing those shields, just playing a nuisance. Against Catwoman, already getting the early jump 1 is Young Monster. Getting in, coming up with the low. Okay, huge damage here. Oh, could have actually kept it going. Trying to get swag on us in the corner, but those are very tight.
Yes, Wonder Woman, similar to Brainiac, once she gets you in the corner, she's got that sweet spot where she stays out of most people's ranges and just kind of bullies you with the lasso and the shield. And if you get hit, it's such big damage. Down 1-2 whiffs, but goes into it again. Confirms. Now we're in the corner.
Huge damage.
And the continuation.
450. As I mentioned early on, that's what I love about the Young Brothers. Even go back to MK, but especially here, is that they've stuck out with these characters. He picked Wonder Woman day 1, but before the game even came out. Same thing with Rev Leafing, picking Cheetah before the game came out, and just they love their characters and want to play them.
And down the line, as they get more comfortable with these characters and time passes and more things are found out, these guys are really going to be showing some stuff that just changes everything, man. People that stick with those characters and just grind and find stuff, it's gonna bring a lot of new stuff to show everybody. And Wonder Woman, one of the few legacy characters that came into this game with a very different meta behind her.
Yeah, she was the one legacy character that they changed up almost from the ground up, which is very interesting to see. In Injustice 1, the Injustice 1 version, and I've actually talked to a lot of pros about this, Injustice 1 Wonder Woman would be like S tier in this game. No meter required, huge damage, plus mix-ups that launched. Great back 3, and very good recognition by Young Monster to wager the right way.
You just watch me.
Young Monster putting in work with the trait. Something you don't see very many Wonder Womans use as often as they probably should.
Look at the mobility by Young Monster with one woman who a lot of people say, you know, she doesn't have much mobility. She's kind of like an iron wall. But going around with that shield bash, Young Monster, this is gonna be close. Going for the cross up, waking up the shield bash, getting out of there.
Gotta be real careful here. You've got to maintain composure. Semiij is gonna be patient, and he gets clipped by the shield. I thought for a minute Young Monster was gonna get a little carried away and get caught, but good stuff. Wound up getting him with that shield toss. That shield toss is really good. It's really negative, but it's really good.
It's really fast on startup, and it's hard to read when it's going to come, because the moment you hesitate and you walk forward, you can get clipped right in the mouth by it. And
Meter burn, it stalls you for a full combo. Yeah, that shield bash is something else, man. Even against really good zoners, you know, she holds her own.
Yeah, even going back to the early builds of the game, even against characters like Aquaman, where she could just stay in range of that max shield toss and just compete, even with the heavy zoners like that. You know, block them in deep, she can punish it from 3/4 screen with that shield, and vice versa. It's so fast, and the newly buffed air one she get a full combo off of, and almost no one punishes it. But as you mentioned, all these positive things about Wonder Woman, she just ate an entire health bar. As Semiij gets into the corner, does the mix.
Hey, Semiij looks like he's got a bead on Young Monster here. And the whiff punish again, scouting out the down 1-2.
Great position for Semiij. Look at this health lead. Keep him in the corner, keep him locked down. Young Monster knew that he was floating around that interactable, and oh no, there's no way to get out from that situation after the cat dash, going down with all of his resources, full stick of butter, had a wager, and Semiij tying us up at 1-1. Semiij does not want to go out to both of the young brothers tonight. He has to make a stand here.
And we're sticking it out, okay.
Yeah, I don't expect Young Monster to play any other character. If Wonder Woman had 2 other variations, maybe.
Right, yeah. I don't know. I feel like he's probably got some hidden characters under there somewhere. Or maybe just hand his brother the controller and say, you know what, play Cheater real quick. Okay, here we go. Young Monster stuck in the corner now. Semiij getting his damage. 30 cross-up setup. Okay, Young Monster has found his way. Okay, and the shield bash creates some space, get himself away from that corner. And that unblockable gargoyle. Oh, he may be able to carry far enough and get the other one. No, he's not throwing it. But Semiij is definitely going to take use of those. You can see he's standing right next to it, just waiting, and there it is.
Those instant air shield bashes. So annoying, and oh, almost got a full combo. Right there, this is a great position for Young Monster, though. It has the added damage on the shield. Here we go, look at all that chip. Could have done another one. And there we go, almost got the chip. 12.29 away, though. And Semiij is going to bring it back. This is dead even, 1-1.
And good scout there. Looking for the jump, too. Just throw the shield, get it over with.
Artemis showing up. Now we'll see if
Young Monster. Oh.
You're no warrior.
I've killed mice braver than you.
Artemis coming out again.
Yeah, he's backing himself into this corner, but Semiij closing the distance, just wants to keep him in that corner. He's got to work his way in. It's a lot of jump in versus jump in here. Oh, and very good air to air and the conversion.
Yeah, big damage too for 3 hits. And Very good, playing the life lead, throwing the shields. He's playing it perfectly, as you should with a health lead. Trying to force the mistakes. Great backdash on the gap. Both these guys play so fast at reacting to the movement of their opponents. I'm really impressed by that.
Yeah, especially Young Monster, who played Jackie, which was really mix-heavy in MKX, and playing a character like Wonder Woman.
Oh no!
Really good
And
control
no
space
wager! That is going to do it!
No!
Young Monster going up 2-1. Young Monster had a great position, had all the meter, resources.
Young Monster seemed to, you know, really be controlling the pace there of that last match.
And Semiij just playing patient himself in that he just waited for his opportunity to strike. And once he got it,
Fighters approaching Metropolis.
was able to capitalize and clutch it out there. 2-1 now for Semiij. Just needs one more game and he'll be in top 8 once again.
Begin.
All right, here we go. Young Monster looking to tie this thing up. Take us to a game 5. He's got to be really careful. And Semiij right now, you know, playing in his current situation, you know, he just wants to get this thing over with in real life, get it over with, and do what he's got to do. And to have the patience he's playing with in that situation is just something else. When he got the cross up, nobody knows which side that hit on. Who knows? We certainly don't. Semiij is running away with this right now. Young Monster back against the wall.
And Semiij finally getting comfortable. But really, just getting in position in the corner and playing his game. Needs one more health bar to get the win, get in the top 8.
Oh, just walked right into the cat dash, Semiij.
You're no warrior.
I've killed mice braver than you.
And he keeps getting Artemis. I can imagine the feels
The frustration.
behind Young Monster, getting Artemis and then just looking for a parry and just hoping and praying.
The parry definitely would have worked right there, maybe.
Oh no, huge input arrow. Gotta walk forward and then a back 3.
The double backdash, Young Monster trying to jump in, contest it. Okay, and now we got the shield buff.
There. It went raw 4-3. He's gonna call another trait.
So much patience right now. He needs to.
Young Monster.
So much range and respect between these two right now. Just everything kind of just out of range. Perfect spacing by both.
Now Semiij in the position that he wants to close out this match. Here being that trait, gets all the damage added on. Puts himself in the corner though, but it's okay. He can play risky if he wants to here. He's got nothing to lose. Only 5 health remaining on the first bar of health. He's gotten Young Monster down to 246 health. And now Young Monster's back to the corner again. And look how much meter Semiij has.
Oh no, the down 2. Young Monster's already clashed. This is definitely going to do it. Semiij moves on to top 8 this week.
Catwoman wins.
3-1. Getting in the top 8. Now Semiij, bunker down and stay safe, my friend. And we will see you Tuesday for top 8. And if you don't have power, just let us know as well. But good luck, stay safe, and thanks for competing tonight.
Yes, sir. Please be safe. Don't forget your helmet. All that good stuff.
Also, real quick, chat, you need to calm down talking about burgers, okay? There's a Whataburger 50 feet from me that I now have to go to when this broadcast ends. Thank you for talking about food on War of the Gods. God, I'm starving.
Yeah, there's no shame in going to that
Rickety Rao
Whataburger down the road.
in the back on production. Are you hungry? He's starving. Whataburger, right? Am I right? After 11 o'clock, the spicy chicken biscuit or the spicy strawberry chicken biscuit. Go. Oh, the sweet and spicy burger. Oh, the coffee shake. You want me to keep going? Thank you for making us hungry. We appreciate it.
And it's open 24 hours. The people that you see in
And it's
that
open
water
24
park
hours.
alone, yeah, there were some weird people there the night I was down there with all these guys.
Yeah, don't go there after like 4 a.m.
Yeah.
Guys, let's go and take a look at that bracket as it's forming the winner's side. Oh man, I'm so excited for it. Rev Leaf and Get Wrecked, Buffalo, and Rewind. Look at that.
That is such a this top 8 is going to be one of the best of the season, just because there's so many names in there that, besides Semiij, I mean, we've seen Leafing in top 8 a couple times, Buffalo, Rewind, but you know they've been spread out so far. We haven't seen them in a while. And then Get Wrecked, you know, new. I don't know if this is first week playing in War of the Gods, but this is first top 8. So shout outs to him. And then I mean, we've also got 3 more slots to fill. And we need, okay, VTech, if you're in chat, sir, please push the score forward, or do what you need to do in Smash to get your matchup. Oh yeah, PL and VTech played off stream, I guess. So.
All right, so just ignore those invites, fellas. Yep.
Yeah. Sorry about that.
Yep, he is there. So it looks like we're gonna be moving on to Gunny and Dragon. I call him Gunny because of his tag, but Gun Show versus Noble Dragon.
See if Dragon can hold on here against the hungry Gun Show, trying to get his top 8 here with the Lantern Core.
If we get a Firestorm added in this top 8, I might cry a little bit.
Oh wait, yeah, sorry, yes. Jesus, yeah, not the Lantern Core.
The Lantern Core.
The Firestorm, yeah.
Whoa,
yeah, my bad.
All right.
Yeah, I got a little confused there. We've seen a lot of Green Lantern tonight. Not too much Firestorm. Gun Show with the Firestorm, making it all this way. Jeez, that's my bad. Just blow me up.
Oh yeah, free. I didn't know what I didn't know what you were on. But whoa.
Yeah, that yeah.
Yeah, looking at that King fallen early, that gives PL a great position. It looks like PL, if he were to have won that match off stream, which is what it looks like once they get that figured out on the back end, gets him above Forever King and puts him in a prime position in week number 10 to close it out and get into the finale.
That's what he's looking for sure. Yeah, I think he beat VTech. That's what I'm seeing, but definitely need it. With only one more week left, you've got to get those points where you can, man. Solidify yourself so you don't have to worry about going into next week and everything riding on it. But here we go, Firestorm and Black Adam.
And be on the lookout for one of these guys on the winner's side to sneak in and win one of these weeks, and then potentially have the potential to make a push in week 10 to get in the finale. Boy, wouldn't that be a sight?
Yep.
Play 2 weeks of War of the Gods and you're in. Like, I could have done this the whole time.
Begin.
All right, here we go, guys. This is our second to final match of the night. Gun Show and Noble Dragon.
And this will be interesting to see how much Dragon knows about this Firestorm matchup, because it's not a character you run into too often. And it is a character, if you don't know the matchup, he hurts.
Yes, he does. And not only is it, do you know the matchup, but also at the level that Gunny plays his character.
Absolutely. I mean, the character has mix, he's got restands, he's got a special move, the Molten Trap, that can really freeze you, but Dragon's playing a good character with air mobility to counter that, maybe even punish it full screen with that dive kick.
And he looks just as comfortable as ever, Dragon does. Simply playing his game. Ate a lot of chip there into the throw. Oh, check out the Black Magic, getting the anti-air. That thing, big ol' hitbox for, I don't know, I can't give you a reason.
Good grab. And hit confirmed by Dragon there. Wow, and goes straight over that fireball.
Wow, throwing him through the 1-1.
Okay, Gun Show, show us something, sir. Woo, and the forward 3. Okay, this should close out that first health bar. As we mentioned,
Yeah, he is.
Firestorm, when he hits you, ooh, boy.
In the corner, he can be an absolute, he can just be a glass cannon. Your health bar can disappear. Oh, watch out, full stick of butter on Dragon's side. Oh, no!
My God.
I'll douse your fire.
Professor and I don't think so.
This is gonna,
Dragon may have been scouting a throw there and just got hit.
yeah, this is going to give him some breathing room in the corner, though, and that is going to close
Wow.
it out.
That's one thing I would like to know, if these two can punish each other with their, you know, if Black Adam does block the Molten Trap, can he punish with the Low Lightning, and vice versa with Low Lightning or Black Magic, can it be punished with Molten Trap? But Firestorm can't go absolutely full screen. He goes about 3/4. That Molten Trap only goes that far, so got to be in a good position to do it. But I feel like, you know, they can counter each other pretty good.
Brainiac's ship.
Yeah,
Okay, and yes, Perfect Legend did. He is in top 8 losers. He did beat VTech 3-0. That's for sure.
and that's gonna be good for him moving into week number 10 to be in position for the finale, where all the money's on the line. But right now, it is Gunny, it is Dragon, going with the demonic skin of Firestorm. Gonna get some great mid-screen damage here. Puts out the mine.
Oh no, and he, wow. That looked like such a cheap setup to just force him to take that unblockable launching interactable. This pressure, that is plus, I think +6. That meter burn blast.
And wow, what a start here from Gun Show. We talked about that corner game. Once he gets you there, you can just die. Oh, Black Adam never out of any game, it seems.
For sure. If he wants to keep away, he can keep away. If he wants to come in, he's going to burn the bar and be plus on his jump in.
And he's gonna do some great damage the entire time. Wake up throw from Gunny. That was absolutely savage.
Oh, and he committed to it.
I respect it if that would have paid off.
Yeah.
Wow.
I wasn't paying attention to how much health he had left. Might as well do it. Oh, I tried to jump out.
Going with the old school Black Adam ender. And oh no, the back three going underneath Black Adam, forcing the wager.
I will not resign.
Yeah, and that's kind of the hindrance. Full screen. Gun Show can't really do the Molten Trap. It doesn't go that far to contest. Oh no, it just gets caught by the meter burn. Forward 3. Dragon up 2-0. Gun Show. Man, just you know, one combo away. One read away. Dragon with the clutch stuff. And the way that one started didn't look like, you know, it looked like Gun Show was going to look like he adjusted and had all the right reads.
Had that huge health lead, and we said Black Adam's never out of it, and just flick of that wrist, little bit of lightning, little bit of magic, and he's back in a fight.
Fighters approaching Atlantis.
We'll see here if Gun Show can turn this thing around for himself. Being that close, you know, to tying it up is just a kind of a heartbreaker. We've seen many of those tonight.
Getting the first hit, has a bar. He do some great stuff. Do some restands.
Dragon not falling for it.
And I've noticed Gunny doing really. He's done a really good job of those instant dashes in. Very, very hard to instant dash normals.
Yeah, Firestorm, that is one thing I hear about Firestorm. People that don't like his air dash.
Okay, thank God Gunny woke up there. Just say those balls, back-to-back balls of Atlantis are not fun to deal with.
And just like that, you see it, the instant air dash. And that is a full punish.
Not falling for the meteor cancel this time, and check in with the forward 1-2. Big damage here for Dragon. And the reversal on the position. Dragon was ready for it.
Yeah, way too far away.
Come on, strength pummels.
Oh, and the instant dive kick in for the punish. And Gunshow really wanting this interactable to work.
And Dragon has seen it 14,000 times. That interactable, not falling for it one time. Just really good play from Dragon right now, poised to make top 8 on the winner's side.
Very good punish on that dive kick. Gunshow not out of it yet. He's still got a clash to use. He's got a lot of damage to put on the Dragon. Wow, and Dragon kind of mash and throw right now. Okay. And very good scout. Meter burn back 3.
For a mortal.
It ain't bragging if it's true.
Dragon shocking that man back into the corner. Almost got the trip guard Black Magic. But Gunshow instead getting the punish. And there we go. There's the trip guard. Putting on the blue flame.
And things get interesting here. He's got a lot of launching properties while he's in trait, and there it is. Oh, wait a minute. I don't think this will kill.
Oh, no!
Oh, no, he went for the reset. That could be everything. No.
Anything's possible right now. Gunshow has to eat some kind of mix here.
He's got 2 bars. Oh, and missed the punish. Dragon respecting the meter burn and the burst. Gunshow looking for the
And that's a punish! Gunshow taking game number 3. Wow, the composure from himself there.
That was scary. When he let go of that damage that he had left to put on the table and decided to go for the throw and it whiffed, that was a scary situation.
Yes, it was. And Dragon, usually the master of those situations. So clutch and Gunshow staying alive. And he's 2 straight. He has to pull off the reversal 3-0. We haven't seen it in quite some time.
Well, he got trait going that time and was able to get a lot of damage from it. Hopefully, that's the struggle with Firestorm. When can I get level 3?
Dead even right now, even on resources, bar for bar. Health to health. Oh, caught. Crouching. It's a really interesting string if you guys are just tuning into Injustice. It's that it is high and then overhead at the end. So you want to try to crouch the beginning of it and interrupt. And then if you mess up, you get clipped by the overhead, which does a decent amount of damage for a single ender of a string.
Or they can cancel into the low lightning after forward 1-2 and get you at the low if you expect the overhead to come, which is safe too.
It hurts more. It hurts more than the ender. It hurts more than the 1+3.
Such a good string. And here we go, level 3. We're traded up.
Yeah, again, another huge comeback is needed for Gunshow.
He should be, and this is just about the same as last match. He was sitting about half of his health bar, his second health bar, and was able to clutch it out. We'll see if he can do the same. Tension is high for Gunshow. Doesn't want to make a mistake, and that is a punish. 4-3.
Oh no! Drop.
Wow, and just goes with a down 2 after flaming up.
We're just getting warmed up.
That was as raw as sushi right there. That down 2. After powering up. No wager for Dragon. Gunny still has his own, but they're even on meter.
Dragon, no punish. And that little fist bump that Firestorm does right there, the second hit is an overhead. But it does knock you down. It doesn't combo, so that's what Gunshow's trying to mix it up with.
Oh.
Between the low puddle.
Bet you wish you knew science now.
I'll show you the wizard's power.
Yep. Dragon will spin that second bar. This is scary.
I think he got caught going for the anti and then down 2, and that's going to cause. Oh my god, the interactable hit everywhere. Then a trade up. That's going to do it.
Smart stuff by Dragon. Traits up, dive kicks in. What you gonna do
Black Adam wins.
when Black Adam and Dragon run wild on you? Welcome to top 8, sir. Valiant effort by Gun Show, man. None of those were blowouts, that's for sure. All those were, you know, 200-300 damage left on the table.
That leaves us one match, ladies and gentlemen. One more spot for top 8. Tweedy and Tsunami V in the run back.
Yeah, here we go. Let's go.
Nothing like watching Tweedy versus the Flash. It's a never-ending battle. It's a never-ending battle, guys.
It's kind of a meme now. Tweedy versus the Flash. I don't know, man. You know, the first time we saw Tweedy tonight, he went with the Superman pick. I didn't tell him to do it, but he felt obligated to. So Tweedy, let's go. Let's get this top 8. You know, don't listen to me. And man, Tsunami, let's make that top 8, man. I can't be biased here, but let's go. Tweedy's still fighting.
It would just be
for his spot.
It'd be icing on the cake to see so many new names in top 8, but Tweedy got, I believe it was a 3-0 on the winner's side earlier tonight in this matchup.
Yeah, it was a 3-0.
Yeah, so he's got to do something a little bit differently. Let's see if he sticks it out with Superman or rides it out with Starfire. I'm not too sure. He has the track record with Superman. There's your top 8 already forming up, guys. Tuesday, 8 p.m. here, stream.me/war. Look at that winner's side. Revit, Get Wrecked, Buffalo, Rewind. And on the loser side, usually on the winner's side, Semiij, Dragon, and Perfect Legend.
Yeah, things have shuffled up this week, that's for sure. Things have changed.
Yeah,
I mean, we got what? We got Atrocitus, we got SubZero, we got Rewind with his Flash and Atrocitus, we got Leafing with his Cheetah. Come on, man.
Would you believe me if yesterday I told you we'd have Cheetah, Atrocitus, and SubZero on the winner side of top 8? Think about that.
No. Once you would have said SubZero, I'd have been like, I don't know about that. But if you would have said Buffalo, you know, took all of his vitamins before he played tonight and was going to absolutely just mop his way to top 8, I would have been like, yeah, I can see it. Buffalo, really the lone SubZero out there right now. Putting in the work.
Yes. Tweedy, where you at, man? Tsunami's in here waiting. Final match of the night. Come on.
Come on, bro. I know he's in the chat. Come on.
we know Tweedy's in that chat. Even when Tweedy doesn't play, he's in that chat the entire time. He would even be in the chat in tournaments he wouldn't even enter. Back in the MK days, he was in the Conquest chat. It was crazy. It was crazy. I love the commitment though.
Man's a
That's right. That's
man.
right, chat. Tweedy, come on. Come on, man.
Just blow him up.
Blow him up. Everyone blow him up. Blow up his phone, blow up his Twitter. I don't care what you got to do. Get him into this room. We need him to play.
So where are we sitting at in points now? Has anything changed, by the way, since we looked a little while ago?
Let's take a look at those points. There's Perfect Legend getting those extra points for the week. Getting him in 6th place. And this is where Tweedy can spoil the party with a win here. If he even shows up.
He might get the DQ. Him and HoneyBee decided,
about to DQ this man. About to go get me some Whataburger.
Come on. And you know, we didn't talk about it earlier, but Illusion sitting in 8th. You know, we saw him a lot during the beginning, but you know, as weeks kind of went by, it was kind of hit and miss if we'd see Illusions. He's still in there.
Yeah, and
Illusion's still hanging in there.
And he'd have to play after the Injustice Pro Series finale. So a lot of those guys, they still have a shot. They might be prepping right now for that event. So.
Yeah, that's the thing, right? All these offline IPS events and Hometown Heroes and online tournaments. And I mean, Jesus.
Guys, if you play Injustice 2 and you haven't competed in something with how many opportunities there are out there for you, you're doing it wrong. I'm just going to tell you.
I mean, there's no other way to put it, man. There's way too much stuff to get into.
No pants and compete for money? Are you kidding me? Think about it.
I mean, the excuse is long gone at
All
this
right, while
point.
we wait
and
on him,
there's-
let's go ahead and take a quick look at this video, guys. Well, welcome back, guys. Gur, I know that you would do anything for that briefcase. Gur is actually addicted to Catalyst Mints. Low-key. Probably high-key at this point. Gur will actually walk up to me at events and don't at me for doing this. He'll walk up and be like, hey, man, you got any of them Catalyst Mints?
Yeah, you got any more of those?
Gur actually does that. He walks up with his big old smile. He's like, hey, man. You got in the mints.
Man, somebody hook this man up with a briefcase. Come on. Somebody help him out. Man.
Oh, baby.
Yeah, Tweedy is not in chat or responding to DMs, and I know that he, as far as I know, he doesn't have a mobile device. So, and maybe his power went out or something. I don't know. I don't know. What do we do?
Yeah.
What's up? What's up, Tweedy?
Is there a timer going? Do we have the Jeopardy music queued?
Oh, please
No.
don't play it.
No, we don't. Our bad, but we can get it.
We've never been in this situation before. What do we do? Who was the last person he beat? Do we let them move on, or what do we do?
It looks like a DQ might be coming. We've tried every possible method of reaching out to him. So we're gonna give him 3 minutes. So you guys get this. You guys get to hear me talk about myself for 3 minutes. And go. Did you guys know that if you eat something with barbecue sauce on it with a mustache, you taste it all day?
We've heard. I've heard.
Yep.
Said it before. Yep.
Did you guys know that Echo makes moonshine in his basement?
I will actually show you. I don't have a basement, but I will show you moonshine over here. If you want me to go and get it, I will.
Did you know that Echo was both the voice and the body double for Hank Hill?
Now, wait just a damn minute. We're not going to get into this today, Aquaman. Last week I was at 2 places at one time. Okay.
Okay. Let's take a look at that topic. We actually haven't gone over the matchups yet. If we take a look at that.
Yeah, we should. Yeah, okay.
Dragon versus Peel, I've seen that a lot. They've actually been training a lot lately. That's going to be very interesting. Peel does really well. Dragon goes with Black Adam. Every other character, it seems like Peel has down, especially with Brainiac. So, and really then it's whoever gets the hit first, and if Peel can get the trait going. That's going to be an interesting matchup on the winner side. River Leafing versus Get Wrecked. Interesting matchup again. Cheetah does fairly well against Atrocitus. Just from what I've seen, I don't know much about the matchup on paper. I've just seen the likes of like Newbie versus Tekken Master, things like that happened early on at Combo Breaker. Those kind of matchups where they were really, really close. And then Buffalo versus Rewind. SubZero versus insert character, and I've never seen it before. So very interesting there as well. with Rewind going with Flash. And you saw Flash mains come off Flash against SubZero, HoneyBee. And so we'll see if he goes with Flash against that matchup, which is, again, it's a hard matchup on Flash just because that clone shuts down every single possible way for him to get in. Or if he'll go with Atrocitus or any one of his characters, he pockets at all the top tiers.
I would say Rewind, going by the characters we've seen him play, Atrocitus is probably the one he's going to roll with. I mean, he's got, once he gets Dagstar out, you know, he can get rid of clone and kind of bully sub. But it's tough, man. You know, Atrocitus' wake up is his punch float, and he's going to run right into the clone. So Buffalo, with the knowledge, you know, is going to space that out to, you know, if Rewind wakes up, he's going to run right into that clone full combo and reset. So it's going to be tough. And Dragon versus PL, we've seen it
15
before.
seconds.
Uh-oh.
For Tweedy to show up, and if he doesn't show up, it'll be Tsunami versus Semiij in a very interesting matchup. Flashes have been playing Semiij very close lately with likes of HoneyBee and etc. And it looks like that's going to be it for Tweedy. We tried every possible way to respond to him, and that's going to do it.
He was, I know in chat, he was really, you know, about the grind for those points, and I'm not sure what happened, but I guess it is what it is.
Yeah, sorry, Tweedy. Just too much time, unfortunately, and we hope everything's okay. We're gonna keep trying to reach out to you just to make sure that you're okay and everything's all good. Hopefully, this man just got hungry because I know I am. Ad Solo mentioned it. Little Caesars, me and Tweedy, really big pushers of the $5 hot and ready. For $5, guys, it's a whole pizza. You can't really beat that. If you can't tell, I'm absolutely starving, and that is going to do it for us tonight here on War of the Gods, guys. We will see you guys Tuesday at 8 p.m. Eastern Standard Time. And do not forget that registration is live for that 10th and final week, so go ahead and sign up. We saw that a couple of you have already signed up, even mid-broadcast, so thank you so much. Registration is live, guys. Go ahead and do it. Week 10 is all that is available. And then after that, we'll see you for the finale.
Live down in the studio.
Yes, yes. We will have all of this at our disposal, where mustaches and whatever's on Echo's faces will collide.
I'll change it up. Hopefully, I'm not dead sick this time, because when I was down there for Combat Cup Season 1 finals,
There is no amount of sick that a numerous amount of margaritas can't fix. And
that's true.
And that is going to be the season finale. Guys, we will see you for Week 10. Echo, you got anything?
No. We'll see you guys Tuesday, and then let's make the last week hype going in after that top 8. Let's see what happens, man. Hopefully Tweedy's okay. Everybody try and reach out to him, because it's not like him just to kind of skip. So we'll see what happens.
All right, guys, we will see you Tuesday, 8 p.m. for top 8 of War of the Gods week number 9, and we'll see you then.